Hey everyone, how about we play small or multiple small or not so small rounds of Spire? Been a while since I've streamed that game. I think the last time was when I was showcasing my mod. But today, I'm not going to showcase any of my mods, but one of these very many mods that I have installed and played before. Most of which being Toho, yes, I know. But I'm the Toho guy, so you know that's to be expected. And no, I'm not gonna play Kokoro. I already played her on stream. Yeah. Oh, that's the last page. Good. Yeah, like I said, I have a lot. I was thinking, since I am the Toho guy, I might as well start with Toho. I mean, that's why it's in the title. And play one of the first character mods, period. Marisa. Without any ascensions, though. What do you mean she's only Ascension 9? I thought I had Marisa on Ascension 10. That's something I have to rectify sometime, but not on stream. I actually want to showcase the character and not just die the first act. I mean, that can still happen, but you know. Right, if we have some time, I'll probably play as Reimu as well, right over here. But for now, let's just play around with Marisa, shall we? And because we are playing with Toho characters, we might as well go to Gensokyo. Because the Gensokyo mod is really fun. Anyway, yeah, I have a couple of other mods also installed, which I have so many, it's getting cut off. Most of them are just quality of life mods, like the deck tracker or Minty Spire or permanent Meow, so even if I die in Act 1 I get these options here. But I also have the better series of mods, which are not act replacements, they are event replacements to make the, well, alter, match, node, skull events a tiny bit more interesting. Mostly just giving it additional choice or something like that, especially with a better third choice mod. But I don't know if we're even going to encounter them in Gensokyo, but just in case. Right, anyway, let's take a look at the map for now. Alright, here we're burning a leaf that we might want. Ooh, lots of campsites, I like that. A couple of early events too, yeah, I think I'll take the left path here. And then either go and take these events up here, or go to the Gensokyo shop, fight the Burning Elite, and then make my way up. We are also fighting the Yokai boundary, so that could... who am I kidding? I'm not gonna build my deck according to the boss. Anyway, our choices. We can transform a card. Decent. It's usually one of my last options. I take it if I have to. Max HP up. I never take that. Like, okay, I say never, but sometimes I do. It's just so underwhelming. Take damage to heal to get even more max HP. Really, it says take 21 damage, but since you're gaining 14 max HP, you're really only losing 7 HP. Since gaining max HP also heals you. Or I could lose my starting relic to get a random boss relic. However, Marisa's starting relic says whenever you play a card, gain a charge up. And for every 8 stacks of charge up, double the damage of your next attack. And consume the charge up then. Which means Marisa has a better penip. So I'll never get rid of that thing. I think I have to transform a card. Which is a good point to show her deck as well. We have Simple Sparks, the strikes of the stack, but they have some Spark synergy, so depending on what I get, I might actually not want to get rid of the Sparks. Defense, as per usual. Master Spark, which has the Amplify mechanic, which lets us pay, we have to pay an additional energy if possible, and in this case with Master Spark we deal 15 damage instead of just 8 damage. And lastly we have Rising Sweep, which deals a little bit of damage and gains us an additional charge up. I'm going to get rid of a defend because I want to keep my sparks for possible spark synergy stuff like the final spark. We got Asteroid Belt, pretty decent card. It's one of the few decent block cards actually. Marisa's kind of aggressive of a character. Yeah, gives us 8 block, and if we pay 2 energy, we get 8 block the next turn as well. Alright, so let's head to the first battle against the Griffin. Let's just be aggressive. Gonna block for 5. I'll take 2 damage, that's fine. I could full block, but I feel a little bit of aggression is probably gonna be better in the long run. Master Spark here. Rising Sweep, and because we have 8 charge up now and a cat in front of our screen. Hey Jesse, how you doing, cat? It's because we have now 8 charge up, or higher technically. Our Master Spark now deals double damage, meaning that if we spend 2 energy, if my cat lets me, help! She has this tendency of just trying to lie down in my hand that is currently occupying the mouse. You. Yeah, we can deal 30 damage instead of just 15. Ooh. Okay, we have double spark here, deal 6 damage, add a spark to our hand, which is... Sparks are essentially shifts. There are 0 cost cards that exhaust, but deal 4 damage. Another Asteroid Belt or Grand Cross. Deal 13 damage, cost 0 if we have activated Amplify this turn. Considering we have 2 Amplify cards already in our deck, I could go for Grand Cross. But I don't really want to make an Amplify deck unless I have 1 of 2 cards which might show up later. So for now, I'll just take the double spark since that's 10 damage for 1, which is pretty good. And any strength gain is affected multiple times. Ooh. A land where only I am missing. Hey, you there! Voice calls out to you out of the blue. You blink, suddenly realizing that there's a strange girl in front of you, smiling at you. Like the two of you were already friends. Play with me. Play for a little bit, remove 1 card from your deck. Play for some time, lose 15 HP to remove 2 cards from your deck. Or play for a long time, lose 30 HP but remove 3 cards from your deck. If we were further into the act, I might go for lose 30 HP if my life total was still this good. But I think I'll just play for a little bit, remove 2 cards. It's a bit risky losing 50 HP this early. But getting rid of some early cards is really good. You blink. Something is off. Something is missing. There is a gaping hole in your memories, a stretch of time that you could not recall experiencing. A face. There's a face, one that is so sad it smiles so brightly. You try to remember. You blink. What are you idling around for again? It is time to get moving. There is nothing important here. Oh, poor Koichi. Ever since she closed her third eye and lost the ability to read minds, well, she had to start living off of her subconscious alone, and with that, people just don't remember anymore. It's so sad. However, our cards are anything but sad. Energy Flow, gain 2 charge up at the start of the turn. Pretty decent. Gets our Penip a bit earlier again. Spore Crump, applied to vulnerable to an enemy, but if we have an energy left over, applied to all enemies instead. So it's kind of an awkward card to use against a single enemy, because either you use it as the last card in the turn and miss out on the vulnerable, or you have to spend an energy and, well, pay 1 energy for 2 vulnerable instead. But I like it. It's really good against multiple enemies. Ooh, Walpurgisnacht. Is that... No, this mod here has some events that are for Marisa specifically, but I don't think this is one of them. Tonight is a special night, and not just because for once you would be stepping in Royal as a guest instead of an intruder. Actually, this might be a Marisa-only event. You're late, Marisa. Alice and I have been waiting for you for a while now. You trust the bag of ingredients you had been asked to bring onto the table. Gathering them up hadn't been easy, you know. Some of them were quite rare. Pachi sighs as she looks over the ingredients. I suppose that's fair. In any case, it's time to begin the ritual. You feel the spark of excitement well up within you as you follow her. Nacht is the night where the powers of witches like them were at its peak, and if Pachi's plan worked out, they would be able to harness a little bit of extra power all year long. Alice looks up as the two of you approach, glancing away from the intricate magic circle drawn on the ground. Ah, you're finally here. The circle is flawless as it'll ever be, so all that remains is to decide who goes first. Right, if we go first, we lose 22 HP but upgrade all of our sparks. We already lost one spark, but we also added a spark with double spark. So that would be not a bad upgrade, but we've already lost 15 HP just from hanging out with Koichi. If we let Alice go first, we get Alice's Gift, which is a retaining 0-cost card and dealing 7 damage at exhaust. But if we spend 2 energy instead, we will deal 21 damage. And if we let Pachi go first, we can transform a card into a random rare card. Ooh, I like random rare cards. They can easily decide which direction you want to go, so I'll go for that. I really shouldn't be removing another defense, should I? I have 3 defense cards. But I also don't really have a whole lot in terms of offense. Well, I mean, the Spore Crump, it's technically offense. But Marisa has a lot easier of a time to to get offensive cards. We get a dud. We get Ultimate Shortwave. Gain 1 energy and 1 charge up. Increase the charge up gain of this card by 1 and energy gain by 1 for this battle. So it's a card that's really good if you cycle through your decks a lot. So early on this card is decent, but late game not so much because you usually just play it once and well, you got 2 charge up for playing this card and that's about it. It's worse than a Rising Sweep in the late game. As the one who came up with this plan, I think it is only proper if I lead the way. Pachi steps into the circle and you take your place among the outskirts. The ceremony is short, brief, and disappointingly lacking in a spectacular light show. You notice it when Pachi opens her eyes. There is something within those depths, something that hadn't been there before. What did you see, you wonder? What will you see, you wonder? Ah, nice and... Oh, nice! I love this event! Field trip to another world, you come across a strange sight. A figure that could only be described as an ominous shadow was standing in the distance, several glowing purple balls surrounding it. Ah, hello there! Its voice is surprisingly feminine? Even so, you steel yourself as it approaches. Say, how would you like the chance to make a wish come true? It points to the balls hovering around it. If you collect 7 of those, even your wildest fantasies will become a reality. Suspicious, you ask what the catch is. There is no catch. Well, not really, at least. Other than the fact that you'll have to find the other people I gave the balls in order to collect all of them. It tilts its head toward you, giving you the impression that it would be grinning if it had a face. So what do you say? All you have to do is give me a little something of yours, and I'll give you one of these bad boys to start out with. Not a bad deal, right? So, about having a dud. Yeah, I'll gladly lose the ultimate shortwave to get into a cold ball. An excellent choice. One of the balls flies over to hover next to you, its eerie glow seemingly twisting the worry space around it. Try not to lose it too early, alright? I wouldn't mind meeting you again later. Before you ask what those foreboding words meant, the shadow flickered into the distance, not a trace remaining of its passing. Nice, we got into cold ball, which allows us to get some urban legend cards at the beginning of the battle. We'll figure out what those do later on. Anyway, upgrade time. We could upgrade the Spore Clump to get more vulnerable, not bad. Double Spark deals 4 more damage in total, 2 more damage from the double spark itself, and 4 more from the 2 more for the upgraded spark. Asteroid Belt gets a small block. Rising Sweep gets 1 more charge up. Master Spark, most of it is just damage, so personally I love upgrading the debuffs and buffs. So Spore Crump it is. And just in time for our first boss battle, which has, god damn it, Ooh, Split-Mouth Woman. That's our one of the occult attacks that we got from that we can get from the occult ball. Split-Mouth Woman. The next time you are attacked, apply 3 vulnerable to the attacker. The second next time you're attacked, the attacker loses 3 strength. That is really good. I'm gonna play that immediately. And I think I'll just play Spore Crump as the last card, since it's not going to do anything because of the enemy's artifact. So let's just go all out. Pop the artifact for free. And once we're getting attacked, the enemy is getting some vulnerable anyway. Right, the enemy has some temporary HP here. Or had. Sorry, Marisa. I knew it was you. And 30 damage because we line up perfectly with the charge up. Sweet. Yeah, Mamiso's not taking that easily. She's transforming us into an animal, so now all of our attacks deal 0 damage. I mean, I can still play Asteroid Bolt though, prepare for the next round. Play Double Spark to get the charge up going. And make her vulnerable now. Take that, Mamiso! Sadly, she's now transforming into the Laga Woolen. There we go. Which, yeah. And we drew all of the days, really, game. All of them. Oh well. It's fine, it's fine. We're only taking 2 damage. And now she has 7 vulnerable. Your own fault, Mamiso. Okay, play the Double Spark. Now our Penip's active, so... Master Spark! And dead! She didn't even get to the 3rd form, she has a 3rd phase! Oh yeah, one of the mods that I also have is the White Potions mod, which is pretty fun. There's, I think by default 40% chance, but you can edit it in the config, that one of your potions that you're getting turns wide. So it takes 2 spots, but it's also a lot more powerful. Right, we also got the Torch of Delirium from the Reimu mod. At the start of each combat, add 1 Madness Plus to your hand, which is pretty good. I generally don't like Madness that much because you have to draw the card, but if it's for free, hell yeah! I'll take a card that makes something cost for 0 for the rest of the combat. Speaking of wanting to make cards cost 0, ugh. Nothing really good here. I guess Grand Cross is the best card. I might want to go for Galactic Halo though, since I'm super light on cards. I want to say block cards, but yeah, I don't have anything, period. There's also a good chance that we're not fighting anything until the next boss battle. Or elite. Let's take round cross. I like damage. Speaking of, that's 5 more damage, 4 more damage, some more block. I think I want more charge up, honestly. Ooh, nice, the Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain an energy and draw a card. That's fantastic. Potentially real damage, I guess. This might not have been the best path to go, but then again, I could have... that far right path would have been even worse with only 1 elite. Goodness. Ah, shop right now? That's unfortunate. Ooh, Breath of Bashoko Lover. See 1 HP whenever you exhaust a status card or curse. When triggered 30 times, gain 30 max HP, and this relic no longer works. Decent. Tiny chest, also pretty good. I think I want the tiny chest actually. Yeah, I definitely don't need to sell any more cards. I'm back to 10 and I've already picked up 4 new cards. Yeah, as for cards here, Shoot the Moon, pretty decent. Remove a random debuff from your target if it's not a boss. And deal some damage. Meteoric Shower, exhaust a couple of cards and deal damage. And Witch of Greed, gain some gold. And if you pay 2 energy, also a potion. Yeah, generally I don't want to buy cards if I can help it. How about still have enough money for what this is here? At the middle of the Genbu ravine, you notice a short girl sitting on a rug, fiddling away with tools. She seems to be busy, but still manages to talk to you while to talk to you while working. By the way, it's dangerous to go any further, so how about you prepare before you leave? And here about the Kappa shop. We can either buy a couple of special cards, with the art being straight ripped from Griftlands, to Urban Legend cards, or yeah, Urban Legend cards are what they're officially called, but they're too expensive for us right now, but also really powerful. Or a couple of cards that we can play a couple of times, and once we have played them enough times for the evolve value to hit, it will give us, well, a permanent reward, like a random relic, cards, gold, or a random relic. And the second tab here we can just buy some relics straight up. Tentacle Pod, also from the Reimu mod. At the start of each combat, apply 4 Constricted to all enemies. Decent, considering that Constricted doesn't go away, but yeah, the tiny chest was a bit expensive. Okay, I can buy 2 of these cards here. If I buy one of the cheaper ones, I think I'll buy Tarnished Gold. I love that, just 200 free gold. And it's even not too hard to get it work since it only costs 1. And I'll take the shovel, I think. That's a common relic. That's any relic, so it could be something better. Yeah. Oh no. This is bad. Oh nice, this is really good though. Our random Cold Orb card is the Red Cape, Blue Cape. Gain 10 block, deal 10 damage, and add a Red Cape and a Blue Cape to your hand, which deal 10 damage and gain 10 block respectively. And they retain too. Anyway, can I somehow make it so... No, I always have a 50-50 chance for the Red Cape at the end. That's unfortunate. Okay, anyway, the fairies here. They want us dead. Oh nice, this is actually the perfect Burning Elite buff for this battle, since... So how this battle here works is... The first fairy here just deals damage, 4 damage normally, but because the buff she deals 6 damage. The next 2 fairies deal 1 damage each regularly, and one of the 2 fairies applies Frail, the other one applies Weak, which I don't remember which one is which, so I usually just kill both of them. And Cherno, over here, the strongest fairy, hits hard. But anytime you defeat any of the fairies, Cherno will gain some strength, and by the time that she has neutral strength, I think, she decides to leave. Once she has positive strength, but I think 0 strength is included in positive strength. Yeah, so one strategy is to just kill Cherno constantly if you have the damage. But in my opinion, these little fairies over here are a bigger priority. New Tarnished Gold. Oh yeah, because we have the Gremlin Horn! Oh, nice. Let's kill you with a Spark. Grand Cross! Do we have... Oh no. We don't have any Amplify yet. I mean, it could happen. We could just kill Cherno over here. Sorry! You know what, let's just flip this. Oh, missed. Oh well. Oh, this is dumb. Let's play the Asteroid Belt for next turn, I think. Get some 8 block for next turn. Can't play the Simple Sparks if there are no more targets left. And because we disrupted Cherno's turn, she's trying to redo it. And because we killed the fairies, they lost their buffs except for this one in front, which I don't know why. Sorry, not sorry, Cherno. And Simple Spark you, and defend. That's not what I wanted. Oh well, I guess we're gonna be weak or frail. I don't know which one. We have enough block. No real reason to not make Cherno weak, I guess. Although I probably should have made that one weak. Oh well. What I mean is, we might as well play the card if we can. She is the strongest indeed, and yeah, that's why Cherno's so dangerous. This thing here just deals damage twice. And yeah. Okay, so I definitely want to knock out Cherno at first. Oh, it became weak. Ah, I see. Let's knock... Yeah, that's awkward, but I guess I'll do it like this. Oh nice, Grand Cross is free because we drew it right as we Master Sparked. I have 5 energy. Let's get this Frozen out of our deck. Might as well. This battle normally does not work this well. Normally I take like 30 damage or something from Cherno. I'm sorry, I can't help it. If I see a fairy, I must kill her. Yeah, this went phenomenally well. Another victory for fairies! Ah, nice, we got the second Cold Ball. Yeah, anytime we beat an elite, there's a chance that we get a Cold Ball, which means it's a lot easier to get them all on Ascension 1 onwards. But I'll take what I can get. And we got the Wild Drop, perfect! +1 strength permanently. Ooh. Some good cards here. One time off, gain 5 block. You can't activate Amplify effects this turn, draw a card next turn. Pretty decent if you just want to play Spore Crump on one enemy. But Alice's Gift, we've already seen that one. Pretty decent, I like it. And Portable Bag, or Portable Prop Bag. Obtain a random relic. Lose this relic when the battle ends and exhaust. Just have no recalcum, or Marisa's Wand, or the Art of War, I think that thing is called? Not sure. You'd think I'd know all the relic names by now, having played this game so much. I think I'll take Alice's Gift. It's retaining, and it's really good when it lines up with your Miniac Hero's charge up. And from one fairy to the next, I see. Anyway, now that we have 2 Occult Balls, we now get to choose one of 2 Occult or Urban Legend cards. 8 feet tall, target non-boss enemy dies in 4 turns. It works on elites. And Harp! At the start of your turn, channel 2 Lightning. Not sure if I'll play it? I mean, I might. I'll play it. Yeah, how this battle here works is you have to kill the fairies twice. And... oh, I'm one off. Yeah, anytime you kill a fairy, all other fairies lose 1 strength for this turn. Marisa's covering up the orb slots, whoops. She is not made with those in mind, so that's to be expected. Grand Cross you. God, the Gremlin Horn is just so good this early on, it's so ridiculous. Ooh, Battle Spark! Add 3 sparks to your hand. I don't need a Blessing of the Forge, be gone. Speaking of not needing stuff, Shooting Echo. Deal 10 damage, exhaust a card. If the card you exhaust is a burn, put this card back into your hand. Pretty decent card, but I don't have a lot of cards that I would want to get rid of. I mean, these 2 cards technically aren't even part of my deck. They're gonna be gone by next combat. Acceleration, draw top 2 cards in your draw pile. Amplify 1, so for 1 energy in total. Draw an additional card off the top of your draw pile. And it's worded this for some, or not for some reason, specifically because for some reason, if you don't have any cards in your draw pile, it won't reshuffle. Which is why I don't like this card too much. I could go for another asteroid belt, honestly. I need some more block. Marisa is fairly aggressive, so I'm surprised that I'm seeing this many block cards this early on. To be fair, it's usually the same one, but I guess this is a block-heavy build, which makes me want to upgrade Master Spark, I think. Or the Double Spark. The Double Spark, it's easier to use. And we've made it to the first boss. The Yokai of Boundaries. Miss Mary? Yeah, pretty good. Just, you know, not invulnerable to all enemies. I could also go for the 2 lightning orbs, though. That's... Ooh, 2 lightning orbs. Since I don't have any orb slots, that means 16 damage just from the lightning orbs popping each turn. That said, vulnerable. How much damage can that do? Like +9 from the Grand Cross, +3 for the Master Spark. That's already 12 damage. Maybe another Simple Spark. But sometimes I don't get to play all these cards. You know what? I'll take the Harp. It's more fun. Right. So anyway, Yukari's gimmick here is whenever we play 5 cards, all of the invertible buffs and debuffs will be inverted, meaning strength will become negative. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. What's going to become free? Oh, asteroid belt. Do I want that? Or do I want to hit Yukari as long as I can? If I use asteroid belt, then Grand Cross will become free. Nice. And just before we played the 5th card. Which means Yukari's now throwing all sorts of debuffs at us and buffs herself. However... how about we invert it? So now she's only dealing 6 damage instead of 30. Goodness. Yeah, the buffs that Yukari can create is Fortitude. Receive 33% less damage from attacks for 1 turn. So, essentially, as if the enemy had been weakened. But it's a buff. Vigor. Attacks deal 34% more damage for 1 turn. So, vulnerable, but as a buff on yourself. Which begs the question, that's 30 damage for 2? Hmm? Pretty good. Yeah. I don't think I'll get a better... Oh. I could have gotten a better deal for that. Oops. Okay, let's get it back up to 4, the Yukari's counter here. So that we can just invert it again now. She still has weak. I think this is the most amount of damage I can deal. Oh wow, still 18 damage, huh? That's rude. Okay, you're weak, so we might as well play our good cards. Ooh, I don't want to play more than 1 card because then everything's inverted again. I want her to buff first. Yeah, I have to end the turn now, otherwise it's gonna be really awkward next turn since she's trying to throw a train at us. Am I trying? I mean, she just does. Or I could just kill her, that works. Oh, never mind. You goddamn buff. I mean, I can play defend. Invert all the buffs. No trains for you, Yukari! Haha! And we get another Cold Orb! Yes! I love it. And for our cards, we get Ultimate Shortwave. Bit of a dud, unfortunately. Stardust Reverie. Shovel your hand into your draw pile. Then add that many random cards to your hand. And exhaust. Decent. I like the randomness every once in a while. There's a better card that deals with random cards, but sadly it's not here. And Ultimate Magnitude. Deal damage equal to 2 times your charge up. So it's really good if you can somehow manage to hold onto your charge up by playing lots of skills which won't trigger the double damage yet. That said, on 8 charge up, this deals 32 damage, 16 damage from the 2 times 8, and then it's doubled for 2. And that's usually the most you're getting out of it. Like sometimes you get an 8, a 9 or 10 charge up out of it. But that's probably pretty much the best case scenario, so I don't like it too much. So I'll just go for Stardust Reverie. Ooh, what is this? Hermit, Dental Plate. While your HP is at or below 50%, gain 1 energy and draw a card at the start of your turn. That is insanely good. Damn. We also have the Red Thread of Fate from the Reimu mod. At the start of your first 3 turns of each combat, put 1 card from a draw pile into your hand. So you essentially have 1 card that has innate, a card that has innate but a turn late, and another card that's, well, 2 turns late. Which, yeah, you can pretty much guarantee to get a card that you wanted. You start with 6 cards in your starting hand. So that's pretty powerful too. But I'm at 50% HP or below a lot of the time. Especially during boss battles, since I don't like healing. So I just stay at low HP and only heal if I absolutely have to. And of course we have Pandora's Box, but we have exactly 4 cards that could be Pandora'd, so no. I'll take the Dented Plate. Ooh, next up we are fighting the Supreme Judge of Paradise. Nice, nice. Okay, for our routing, I guess we want to go over here after we hit that elite, or these 2? These 3? Ooh, yeah, that's better. No events whatsoever, but we have another Kappa shop coming up. I'd like more events, but I also like fighting elites and getting to rest sites. Okay, out of the 3 cards that we have access to now, lose half your current HP. And we're getting gold right before the shop. Or 8 feet tall, it's just a fantastic card, it's so much fun to just, oh yeah, you're dead in 4 turns. Assuming you don't have Artifact, which this guy has, so... Manner of the Dishes, whenever you play 10 cards, get an intangible. It doesn't have to be within 1 turn, but it is a 2-cost card and we only have 3 energy, so it's a bit awkward to set up. I'll just take the Monkey's Paw and kill ourselves. Ow. We still have 1 HP too much, unfortunately. But we have 526, we had like, what, 150? Oh dear. Anyway, this deals 18 damage, gets rid of, oh yeah, this guy here has Reflective. Whenever this creature fully blocks an attack damage, deals 5 damage back. Our doll deals 18 damage though, so sucks to be you! It now sucks to be me because I'll be taking 10 damage. We could just play Stardust Reverie. Sure, let's see what 2 cards. They don't do anything. Okay. Should have just dealt the 10 damage for 12. Anyway, now we get more energy and an additional card though. Totally worth it. And Grand Cross for the full price. Nice, but now I really have to be careful with my HP. 66C. Marisa's Broom Swing from the original fighter game series. And 8, deal 8 damage, deals double damage if there are no cards in your discard pile. Or Shoot the Moon, I really like Shoot the Moon. An Unstable Bomb. Deal random damage, 2 to 5, to a random enemy 4 times, which is increased by 1 from the Vajra. So it's 3 to 6 damage. But I don't like random numbers on cards. I'll take Shoot the Moon, it's a fun card. Alright, we could just buy Harp now, which incidentally upgrades to 1 cost. Or Slit-Mouthed Woman. For vulnerable and 4 strength loss. I guess that's fair. 4 strength loss is huge. But I want to play with Marisa's cards, not with the Urban Legend cards. What do I have for relics anyway? Ooh. Simple launch to reduce charge up consumption threshold value from 8 to 6. Yeah, I'll buy that. Chemical X. Fantastic relic. If you have any X-cost cards, which sadly we didn't get one. One of the rare cost cards from Marisa is an X-cost card, but sadly we didn't get it. Blemish Steel, get a random rare relic. Yep, always. More gold? Yeah. I'm gonna regret having bought so many cards that don't do anything. Oh, but I'm greedy. Ooh. Kune. Whenever apply 2 lunacy to an enemy. Whenever a lunatic enemy attacks, a random enemy is the target instead. Apocalypse, deal 20 damage, take 10 damage. 20 to all enemies. Yeah, not with our current life total. And Spontaneous Human Combustion. Gain 5 strength at the end of your turn, take 1 damage to increase the damage you will take from this power by 1. Something's telling me I need to play the Kune. Maybe I can line it up with my madness, although it's not looking like it. Although I can also just start a Stravry here. I think that's the best course of action. Kune is too expensive, I'll still take 12 damage. But do I want to make something free first? Nah, I want to get that extra card. Extra 2 cards even potentially. Ooh, Supernova, you no longer take damage from burn. Whenever you exhaust a burn, gain a strength. Exhaust your hand at the end of the turn. Starbear, deal 8 damage 1 time. Every time you play this card, deals additional damage it 1 more time. Not so good right now, unfortunately. 1 time off. The Fair Destruction Ray deals 6 damage to all enemies. Amplify 2. Instant kill those enemies with 17 HP or less. Sadly, none of them. Blaze Away. Play the last plate attack 1 more time. Machine Gun Spark, deal 1 damage 6 times, but because we have the Watchdraw, 2 damage. And Witch Leyline, free card, deals 10 damage normally, but gives us a burn. Alright, that's a lot of good stuff. Unfortunately, no blocks. I was kind of hoping for a block, not gonna lie. I guess I just have to kill a Tanuki dog. Wrong target! I mean, that's what we have potions for, right? If I play this now, I can kill that. Ooh, wait. Okay, and then I'm attacking you like this. Then I can target... Oh, to all enemies! Oh. Well, either way, 2 of them are dead now. And because of that, grab the horn! Best card. Relic, I mean. Kune is back. Sadly, not enough energy. We have enough energy to deal 18 damage to this guy, but it's not enough. Wait, where did we get the block from? Oh, Amplification Wand. Whenever you activate an Amplify effect in 4 block. Yes! We have so much Amplify. Which means I could just play the Alice doll. Gain 4 more block. Gain 2 damage from the burn. Gain 6 damage from this guy. Yeah, I'm not taking any damage this turn. How? Oh, this shouldn't have worked this well. And I got this Amplification Wand. No, when did I get it? I got it before the simple launcher, so I didn't buy the... Oh well, I got it. That's the thing that matters. Another Occult Orb, yes! We're getting so many. Also, you get them off of random enemies. Right, I guess I forgot about that. Anyway. Deep Ecological Bomb Plus. Deal 9 damage to a random enemy, then reduce its strength by 3 this turn. Amplify 1. Repeat. It's really good with the Amplification Wand. But we also have Illusion Star. It'll add 2 random cards to your hand. Put a card from your hand on top of the draw pile. decent, but not as good as the Deep Ecological Bomb. Especially with the synergies we have. Alright, now that we have 4 Occult Orbs, because we can only get 3 cards, well, I guess they could have given us more choice, but instead, they're not going to be upgraded. Meaning now we have an 8 feet tall plus, which is 1 cost cheaper. But the target non-boss enemy still dies in 4 turns. We can also get the Gab Woman to apply 99 weak to all enemies, or the Slit-Mouth Woman. However, this guy right here, the Slime Bunny, which has been ripped straight out of Epic Battle Fantasy, removes debuffs. So, both of these are useless. Unless I kill the Slime Bunny turn 1. I guess Slit-Mouth Woman it is. It's also debuff related, but I mean... at least it might last for a turn. Ooh. That's 20 damage right off the bat. That's some block, that's also good. Should have gotten the 8 feet tall. Right, that one's technically free. And makes us still take only 1 damage. I don't think I want to play the Slit-Mouth Woman, actually. I think I want to get rid of one of these cards here soon, though, so let's get working on the shovel. I definitely bought too many of them. Yeah, unfortunately this guy here inflicts a lot of debuffs, so killing the Slime Bunny this early is not that good. Whenever we receive attack damage, or we could just, you know, shoot the moon and get rid of that effect. Sounds good to me. Or do we want Alice's gift first? Yes. Killing the enemy works too. Acceleration plus 6A. Marisa's forward attack. The butt attack. Deal 5 damage. Gain 5 block. Gain block equal to the unblocked damage dealt, which usually is 5. Can be more with your Penip or other strength affecting stuff. Can also be less with weak, admittedly. Pretty decent block card though for Marisa. And Milky Way, gain 7 block, draw a card, all attacks in your hand deal additional 2 damage this combat. Man, I normally never take it, but since it's upgraded, I might actually, but I feel like I'm desperately lacking in attacks. Like what do I have for attacks? I have 2 Sparks, a Rising Sweep, a Grand Cross, Shoot the Moon, and Deep Ecological Bomb. That's not a whole lot, and Stardust Reverie usually gives you a handful of attacks. I want more block. Ooh, Man in Black. Gain an intangible. And it retains. Nice. Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, so what do we want to do? I guess we can play Grand Cross without having to play Alice first. Currently we're taking 16 damage. I can reduce that to a bit, but might as well reduce it even further. I'll keep the Alice skip for next turn so I can hit it for 36 damage. You might even be able to kill it right now. That is 14 damage for 2. Oh, never mind. I miscounted. In that case... right, we're weak right now. I could play the Triplication Potion. But that's a bit of a waste. Oh well. 6 damage is fine. Now we can get that shovel. Ooh, nice, happy flower. Yeah, that's free. Done. And a swift potion, nice. Okay, another double spark, non-directional laser, deal 5 damage to all enemies, then 5 to a random enemy. Or a spark crump, another one. I think I'll just take the double spark, I like double sparks. And I probably should heal, but I like living on the edge. So I'll just upgrade Stardust Reverie. If I die, then I can blame the Urban Legend card that just destroyed all of my everything. Anyway, we have a new card here, Double Ganger, Scry Axe. Your next X cards are played twice. I'd rather not. Yeah, they did rip a lot of enemies from EBF. Not sure why though. Do you want to play Kurikune? What are your intents? Lunatic is only for attacking, not for debuffs. It's so expensive though. I could Triplication Potion the Doppelganger. Let's not. I could Triplication Potion the Spontaneous Combustion. Oh god, no, I'll die. Let's take that, I guess. Maybe I'll hit it with Madness. Oh, you're not the boss. I can get rid of your Lunatic Red Eyes. I can get rid of your entire gimmick. Why do you exist? Admittedly, when I was making my No Dancer mod, I was thinking of a card that removes buffs as well. And for this purpose, I removed that card. I mean, it's funny, but also kind of like rude. Oh wait, I can't kill you like this. Oh well. Now I can. This is technically less overkill. Oh wait, this is a Spark Plus, right. I probably didn't even need to get rid of that buff because I have so many cards that want to exhaust anyway, or that I don't mind exhausting. Oh, oops, right, there was something. Let's see, let's play this, and 33%. Aw. Oh well. Mind Shatter does nothing. Okay, what do we want to do? Always Rising Sweep. Play Alice's Gift for 36 damage? Sounds decent. That's 40 damage though. Ooh. Refraction Spark. Deal 6 damage, increase the damage of all Spark cards in your hand by the unblocked damage dealt. Deal 10 damage for when spending 2 energy, which we have an upgraded Double Spark. And a Magic Chant plus. Choose a card in your draw pile, add it to your hand, and upgrade it to Exhaust. Ooh! Let's choose a Spark. We can't play it this turn, but... this goes faster. That's why I usually don't take Refraction Spark. It's just, I could just kill you now. Ooh, wow, we have a lot of energy. And a Komainu from the... why am I getting so many Reimu mod relics offered? Komainu. Exhaust the first 2 status cards you draw in battle. When you do so, draw an additional card. Pretty decent. Wait, I can still play this. And goodbye, Raisin. Wide Potion Belt, yes. And the bottled condemnations from the Reimu mod. Kind of a bad potion, honestly. Even in the Reimu, when I'm playing as Reimu, I never use it. Since what it does is, it just adds 1 to all existing debuffs onto the target enemy. Which means you have to have a debuff already, which, to be fair, Reimu has a couple of permanent debuffs, But we hit jackpot! Millisecond pulsars. Amplify effects cost no energy this combat. And it upgrades to innate. That's exactly what we needed with our lots of, you know, amplify cards. And White Bee statue, nice! Getting all the potions now. And this fucker. I hate this enemy so much. Like, he's like, I'll get to it in a second. Anyway, we have Ticket, which deals 10 damage 3 times to all enemies. Whatever this brings an enemy below half HP, increase the damage by 10 and reduce its cost by 1 this combat. Pretty good if you have the energy to play it. Like, this card spirals out of control if you can manage to play it for the first time. That is, yeah. If. Loch Ness Monster. Deal 30 damage. Well, 5 damage 6 times, but without any modifiers, 30 damage. And Red Cape, Blue Cape. I'll take it because of this guy. Reckless. Whenever you gain block, lose that much strength this turn. So essentially, he has double damage. Thanks. Which means... Oh, nice, Milky Way is upgraded. If I play Red Cape, Blue Cape now, he'll be dealing 20 damage less. No, 20 damage. He'll be dealing 10 damage less, but he'll also be gaining 10 block, is what I meant. Which is still not quite enough, but Asteroid Bolt gives me 8 instead of 10 block, unless I play Defend first, which is going to be 13 block. Yeah. 13 block is just good enough for... Oh right, I also amplify for free. Duh. How did I forget that I just played Millisecond Pulsar? Yeah. Speaking of free. Alice's Gift is so much better now that it is just a 0 cost deal triple damage immediately card. Acceleration is also a lot better now because it's now a 0 cost draw 3 cards card. Charge Up Spray, also fantastic, deal 8 damage if this card consumes Charge Up, which for us is currently at 6, this threshold. Gain an energy and draw 2 cards. Which admittedly, since it's an uncommon, I'd rather have that compared to the acceleration. And then there were none. Bloodstains splattered the ground, the gruesome remains of several unfortunate souls. They really were weak, weren't they? I'd be ashamed to be related to such inferior vampires. The strange girl sits amidst the carnage, crimson red adorning her sharp claws. Her eyes dot at you, pinning you in place with her intensity. Your scent is like that of those blood bats I slaughtered. Did you come from the same place, perhaps? You do not answer, instead tensing your body to be ready to move at a moment's notice. You seem like an interesting one. More interesting than these husks, anyway. How would you like to make a pact with me? All the power you could ever want for just a little bit of blood. She holds out a grime-encrusted hand. If we accept her offer, we can get 4 copies of Taboo, 4 of a kind. But we'll also lose 22 max HP, which... with the dented plate I kind of want to have more max HP. What Taboo 4 of a kind does, incidentally, this turn, your next card is played 1 additional time. Increase the effect of all copies of this card by 1 this combat. Can only be played once per turn, and it is ethereal and exhausts. So the best case scenario, if you go to the 4th Taboo 4 of a kind, the next card you play is played 5 times, which is really ridiculous. But I don't think we have the right deck or the right setup with the dented plate here. So I'm sorry, Flandre, but I have to refuse. A pity. I suppose I'll have to find another toy to play with later. Her attention turns back to the corpses around her, giving you the opportunity to slip away. Alright, let's upgrade the Charge Up Spray, I think? Or, well, it's just damage. That's just damage, but 5 more damage, considering that we always have Amplify. This here is Just 6 more damage immediately. Yeah, everything's just number upgrades, so I guess I'll take Alice's Gift. I like the plus triple. We stumble across another shrine, only this time there seems to be a small gathering present. Another shrine? We never visited the first shrine to begin with, we skipped the neighbor. A group of lithe figures are speaking with a green-haired girl, their words muffled by the distance. Moments later, the group departs, and the girl notices your presence. Oh, a visitor! I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. The Tengu are an awfully noisy bunch. She approaches you with a radiant smile. What can I do for you? Come to donate? Or perhaps I could interest you in a miracle or two? If we want to accept the miracle, our skill cards will exhaust for the next 3 combat after playing. After that, we obtain Moses' Miracle, which shuffles a miracle into our hand every time, or puts it into our hand every time we shuffle our draw pile, which, incidentally, we don't have a whole lot of cards in our deck. 19 once the evolve cards here are gone. Or we could just donate, spend 40 gold, which we have a lot of, to upgrade a card. Our upgrades aren't the best, but we have a boss coming right up, so I'd rather not lose all of my defenses. So I'll just upgrade a card and incidentally upgrade one of our block cards. You might need that for the boss. The girl beams as your coin clatters into the wooden donation box. Thank you for your support. Here, have a blessing to help you on your journey. A warm feeling briefly suffuses you, bathing you in its radiance. You thank the girl for the gesture before finally departing. Seven school mysteries. Whenever you play 7 cards in a single turn, gain 2 strength and 2 dexterity. We might be able to do that turn 1? Maybe? Or we can just put little green men in our deck. Gain 2 energy, put a copy of this card on top of your draw pile. Sadly, the upgraded version has retained, the regular version doesn't. If we had both the green men and 7 school mysteries, then we could definitely combo that, but... we tend to draw a lot. Well, usually we draw a lot because we kill enemies, and this guy here can only take 14 damage before he says nope. But so be it. I also don't have to play the little green man immediately. Let's make something free. Double Spark Plus. Sounds good to me. Everything here deals more than 4 damage, so I'll just move right over to the deep ecological bomb. And now everything I do just deals a tiny bit of damage. I think I just want to play the Rising Beam and leave it at that. So that we have a lot of charge up here. Maybe we can just instant kill him next turn, although I doubt it. I don't think any of our cards did enough damage for that. But charge up spray is pretty good either way. I mean, if we get Spore Crump, we might. So I'm not playing Little Green Men. Grand Cross almost deals enough damage. If we play Charge Up Spray, we'll draw 2 cards, but that's it. I think I'll play Asteroid Belt. At that point I kind of want to play Grand Cross now that it's free. Okay. Maybe just defend through this turn. We don't have to play Stardust Reverie. But I won't play the Charge Up Spray because it will deal 1 damage. Tarnished Gold. We have too much money. Make you vulnerable because I can. And, oh, shoot, the moon would have gotten rid of Spooked. Have a gift. Nice, another Occult Ball. We might actually get all 7 of them. Ooh, speaking of good stuff. Sprinkle Starsteel, apply 99 weak. Perfect. Now the question is, do I want to heal for the upcoming boss battle? Looking at my potion stack, no. Let's upgrade Charge Up Spray. Yeah. That's a card that I pretty much always want to play if I can. We might want to play get the 7 School Mysteries this time around. I feel like we can pull it off often enough. Especially turn 1. Alright, Milky Way. Let's not. Let's play you. Shoot the Moon is free, I feel like I have to. 6th card. Yes! Mana Rampage! That was the card that I was talking about earlier. Play X random upgraded attacks. Yes! Collection Quirk! I'm so sorry, poor Aiki. She's already half dead. Yeah, what? Wait, what? Oh, it's purged. Aww. So I can't show it off, but Collection Quirk deals damage according to the number of relics you have. It's such a fun card. What do you mean I couldn't escape the sins of my past? Sure I can. I'm Marisa, I can do anything. So yeah, Eiki's big gimmick is that she will summon a, well, visual copy of you. And anytime we play a skill card, there will be a white little flame on the left scale. And every time we play an attack card, there will be a black flame on the right scale. And if we have played more skill cards in a turn, our copy will do something defensive. If we've played more attack cards, the copy will be aggressive and attack us. Oh, I completely missed that one. And if it's equal, then the copy will do a buff of some sort. Sure. Usually I just completely ignore the copy. Normally I don't kill Iki this quickly, but she's at 48 damage, so I really don't care about... Oh no, 22 damage. Ooh. It'd be a shame if you weren't dead yet. Goodness, what is this run? Oh, Cold Orb number 6. And a full potion rack, which... Yeah, bottle condiments, yes. Condiments. Exactly. Right. Another Stardust Reverie. Decent. I barely used the first one to begin with, but it's a fun card. Collection Quirk, there it is. Deal 9 damage for every 4 upgraded 3 relics that you have. It's such a good card. Like right now we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So yeah, it deals 9 damage 4 times. That's pretty good. Or a Casket of Style whenever we can block. Add a Spark to our hand. Which... it's a thing. Not as fun as Collection Quirk though. And for our troubles we get Bad Relic. Relic that I do not want to get while I'm showcasing off mods. And a relic that I really shouldn't be grabbing. Because I don't want to die. I really wanted to upgrade Collection Quirk at the very least. That's pretty much the only card that I want to upgrade still. Because that's so much more damage. But I think I have to take the Fusion Hammer. Busted Crown is forbidden. And Runic Dome is probably going to kill me if I try to get below half HP again, yeah? Fusion Hammer it is. I could also just skip. But that seems like it's going to kill me. Ooh! We're fighting off the Scarlet Devil Sisters. Nice. I think. Yeah, the green key was the Burning Elite, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. The best paths so far look like these here. I could actually go through 2 shops. I have so much money. Then probably like this. The Busted Crown makes it so you can only get 1 card from, or you get 2 cards less from card rewards. And since I'm showcasing a character mod, I do not want to have less of a selection when I'm getting new cards, just so I can say, hey, look, this is a fun card and stuff like that. Ooh, Teka Teka deals 33 damage. 33? Yeah, 33 because we have the Washra. Sure. Let's just almost kill these enemies here. Teka 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 Teka. Oh, this card is so dumb. Oh, we could have played Shoot the Moon first and then... whatever. I'm shooting the moon anyway. Ooh, that's unfortunate. No amplify cards right now. Oh well. Rising Sweep. Deal 80 damage to you. Kill you. Have an amplify card of 2 amplify cards. Normally Marisa isn't that broken, I swear. Like, what is this run? Another Milky Way? For once I feel like we have enough block cards in this deck. I always go for the Occult Orbs if I can get them. And thankfully, I could. I don't think I put any of these cards actually, but yeah, Energy Recall here, gain block equal to your charge up +3. Decent card, if I didn't have, where is it, the Flashlight. Since it reduces the threshold, so Energy Recall has a less powerful potential. Yeah, I think I'll skip this time. At the shop we have, ooh, Preserved Insect and the Sling of Courage? Sometimes you just get the God Run, yeah. That is very true. Do I want both of them? How many elites do I have? 2? And another one in Act 4? Yeah. As for cards we can get, Luminous Strike. Deal damage equal to 2 times the number of cards in your hand, 0 damage. Or if amplified, which will always be the case for us, deal damage equal to 4 times your current energy instead. Or 5 times when upgraded, so it's a decent card. Not sure if I need it though? Gravity Beat, I rarely take, deals 6 damage and draw a card for every 12 cards in your master deck. Usually that deals between 12 and 18 damage. 18 at the far end of the run. So I guess it's not the worst, but I guess 12 damage isn't the worst, although right now it's dealing 6. But it does draw some cards. Occultation, discard your draw pile, gain 1 block for each card discarded. Not really good with how few cards we have in our deck. 1 time off, and Wish of Greed we've already seen. Oh, here we have the Grief Seed from the Homura mod. Heals 50% of our max HP and removes all of our debuffs. Not that useful for Marisa though. There's a stupid interaction between the Occult Ops and Ruin Act 4. Ooh, I will have to try that out at some point then. Do I know about the event in Act 1 where I can fight Patchouli? Yes. Unfortunately we didn't get it this time around. We got the Walpurgisnacht event though. Which is also pretty good. What do we want to do? Do we want to Miss Mary to make them all weak? Or do we want a Turbo Granny? Let's be real here. We always pick the Turbo Granny. I mean, it's 4 attacks and 4 plated armor. And it's called Turbo Granny. Like, have you seen Ride of Byakuren? Which is sadly not pictured on this card here. Like, this getup is just so ridiculous. I love everything about it. Oh, nice, millisecond pulse up became free, so now we can Asteroid Belt and Grand Cross. The defense guy. Only I am allowed to have block. Yeah, I might show off the Patchouli event, or try to brute force it anyway. Actually, after this run I can just I can just enable debug mode and hit enough events until I finally find it. I might actually do that now that I think about it. I need to talk slower. My mouth and especially tongue are not that fast. 60 damage to any enemy here, huh? Sounds good to me. Now we have our own homemade Miss Mary. '63 block. God run indeed. What do you mean it's all block? Yes, it does say random cards, not random attacks, but usually it's attacks for me. Oh god. So, if you get... like, so our charge up right now is... Our threshold is 6. And if you get double the threshold... Yeah, it activates twice. 78 damage for 1! Oh, Marisa, never change. Wide Fire Potion. I think I'd still rather have the 2 Grand Patriots elixirs. How many multi-attack cards do we have anyway? 1. And I'm definitely not getting rid of the Triplication Potion. Oh yeah, I think I'll... I'm sorry, Fire Potion, but I don't need you. Luminous Strike. You know what? If it was upgraded, I'd take it, but not upgraded. If it's the first card of the turn that we... Oh. Ice Cream, huh? Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Force of Habit, I just clicked away. We met Sasori. She sits up dispelling the figure standing in her hand. But it's my duty to prevent calamities from happening, so I'm willing to lend you a little aid. You certainly wouldn't averse to receiving some help. We can lose some HP, which would help our dented plate to get one of 3 rare relics. Hell yeah. Tungsten Rod, Magic Broom. Every 3 times you play... Every time you play 3 cards that cost 0, draw a card. 0 cost cards we have 1, 2, 3, 4... I think that's you, 5. And we generate 2 more from Double Sparks. So I could do the Magic Broom. Old Coin, I don't think I need even more money. I'll take the Tungsten Rod. Tungsten Rod is insane. The watery figure coalesced back into her palm where it danced, twirled, and shapeshifted into a relic that neatly fit into your hand. It's not much, but I wish you the best of luck. You thank the woman for her help before continuing on your way. Collecting Quick is one of the most in-character things she has. Yeah, definitely. She's not stealing, she's just borrowing. Clearly. Robbery, deal 7 damage, gain gold equal to unblocked damage dealt. And it exhausts with Amplify, gain double the gold. Unfortunately, it doesn't deal double damage. I think I'd like it more if it did that. 6A, somehow we have way too much block, so no. Upgrade, all attacks in your hand deal 2 additional damage this combat. If I had more card draw, if I had acceleration, I would maybe take it, but since I don't have any card draw, it's not that good. More Spore Crump or Event Horizon. 1 time, upgraded 2 times, but we can't upgrade anymore. Each turn when you activate an Amplify attack, you can put an attack from a discard pile into your hand. I think we have enough of a setup turn to begin with, like with Millisecond Pulsar and whatever we get from the Occult Orbs, that I don't want that power. It's decent. And I can buy the Lantern. That tea is never gonna happen. 50 gold or less, yeah. Magic Broom Defect Clawbolt, that is all. Oh god! My favorite type of defect build are the 0 cost builds to begin with. So with the Magic Broom, goodness. Lose all block, deal half that damage in AoE. Ooh, wow. With our current deck, that would be insane. Although I'd still prefer Shield Slam, I think, from the Ironclad. Just because it's 0 cost when upgraded, and, like, you don't lose your block. I might actually want to get rid of one of my starting cards. I think I have enough attack nowadays. Was there another shop coming up? No, this is the second shop already. Wow. Yeah, in that case, let's buy an Event Horizon. Sure, why not? Masks are cool, my good sir. Oh hey, it's Cousin. Unfortunately for you, I'm not going to take the Apocalypse, hell no. But I might take Men in Black or Harp. I can't help it. It's called Harp. And played immediately. Okay, millisecond pulsar always happens. Let's play this double spark so we can make our charge up spray free, guaranteed. Whoop. Rising sweep. Alright, Cousin's effect, by the way, is she's summoning some friends of hers, and anytime one of them dies, she just takes 50 damage and gains the strength, with the strength generally not mattering whatsoever. Milky Way to make all of our attacks stronger? Yes, please. And make Cousin weaker. I could just shuffle my deck back, or my cards back into my deck. I could make Animal Friend. I could get rid of Animal Friend. Holy no, please don't. That's good for me. Why is that a buff? That should be a debuff. Yeah, sure. I'll just shuffle it back to my deck. I want more cards. I guess. Unplayable with this card is strong. Get an energy if this is exhausted to 16 damage to a random enemy. I guess I could put this on top of the deck. I'm not playing it this turn, or any turn I draw it anyway. But what if? What if we got a 626 block this turn where there's no damage incoming? Only one time. 6A is actually better than Gravity Beat. That's so sad. You're glad that Snecko doesn't have the cost screw up mechanics? Oh yeah, definitely. We can just kill this thing. 42. Oh, yeah, that's triggering now. I don't think we need that much damage though. Like, that's 21. Play. Of course. Oh no, we're taking damage. My miscalculations. 8 energy. Oh, we didn't get Luminous Strike. That would be so good right now. I might just... Never mind, I'm not. I wanted to say I might just delay until we get Luminous Strike just for the memes, but... Collection Quirk's Collection Quirk. I cannot not play it. Insatiable Unusa. A little bit late, unfortunately. But deal 6 damage to all enemies at the start of each combat. Each time you defeat an elite or boss, increase this damage dealt by 1. Really fun, but we're not facing any more elites, really. Ooh, Aurelius Sun, whatever charge was consumed, gain unblock. That's good because of our simple launcher. More Shoot the Moon or Double Spark, but I'll take the Aurelius Sun. I like that spell card. As in the spell card. The card too, but the spell card in the actual games, I mean. Another Teke Teke. They're not attacking. I could just gain a lot of block and play Apocalypse. Or I could just Turbo Granny. I should not take the Turbo Granny, but come on, it's Turbo Granny. Oh wait, I actually should play it too, huh? Oh, also, regarding the question if I play any instruments, I play the keyboard, as in the keyboard right in front of me. Yeah, that's a bad pun, I'm sorry. No, I'm not playing any instruments. I never really got into, like, creating music, that kind of stuff. We might want to drink a potion, actually. Where is all this damage coming from? And why am I weak? Rude. Actually, I have two of these cards here, potions. Let's kill some enemies. How about another collection quirk? I don't think we need any of these. Little green man now has retain. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Maybe we'll need it. Probably not, but you never know. Double spark. Wait, where's all of my block? I just realized. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. We are under the threshold. Now we're getting more energy for our Luminous Strike, which doesn't want to show up, unfortunately. Never mind. You play this. Master Spark for double damage. Oh, Wide Essence of Steel. I have to get rid of some stuff. Can I? I can't drink this immediately. Do I want to drink this immediately, though? I'm just under the threshold. No. Wide Essence of Steel is like a block potion, but better. Casket of Star. Casket of Star has some unfortunate anti-synergy with Aurelius Sun. Oh no, not Aurelius Sun, never mind. I was thinking of another power. There's one power that gives you block at the end of the turn for some reason. And if you then have played Casket of Star, you get a spark in your hand, which immediately gets discarded. So you just flood your deck with zero cost attack cards. Shoot the Moon is kind of busted, yeah. My problem with Shoot the Moon is that it is fun for the first time, or first couple times, first double dozen times. Okay, it's fun. But it can also just break the encounter entirely, which can be a little bit sad too. Red Scarf, what does that do? Hermit. At the start of each combat, discard up to 7 cards from your draw pile. Interesting. I don't want it though because I want to fight the heart. Not sure if I can beat the heart. Oh no, it's a mirror match. I think I want Men in Black. Miss Mary, in theory I have the... Where are you? Somewhere on my deck tracker. I guess I have too many cards in my deck tracker for it to show up. Yeah, I have the... Spore Crump here. That gives vulnerable, so I don't think I need Miss Mary. And Marisa can hit like a truck. So yeah, Marisa here is definitely inspired by the Marisa mod, in that she has Charge Up. Whenever you play 8 cards, gain 5 strength, lose all strength after attacking, and Marisa has a lot of multi-targeting attacks, so we might want to be careful with how many cards we play. Or just play Men in Black. What mod is the Hermit? I think it's just the Hermit. It's not a Toho mod, at least. Oh, so did I just play Spore Crump without... Ah, goddammit. I wasted power. And energy, I mean. Oh well. It happens. Well. We can still play Alice's Gift. Collecting Quirk. Are you just dead? I'm so sorry, Marisa. You didn't even get to say anything. Is this technically suicide? Ah. One could argue for that, definitely. Witchlay Line, I don't think we need more attack or more zero cost cards. If it's something for the burns, like exhaust cards, I might still take it, but since we don't. Star Barrage. Usually our enemies die before I get to reshuffle, so this card isn't too good, despite only having 23 cards. An Unstable Bomb, yeah, no, I don't like the unstableness. Shroom Bag! Marisa, upon pickup, obtain 2 Parasites. Parasite cards can now be played. Playing a Parasite will heal 2 HP and draw a card, then exhausts. So it's just free HP regeneration, which... But I kind of have a rule that I always pick up every single relic that I can, unless it's actively, like, killing me. So, hello, Shroom Bag. And I'm recording here. A little early. But I want to keep my below 50% HP for a bit. Oh, this guy here. Doesn't do anything for the first 2 turns, I believe. But then he just hits you for 45 damage each turn. Until you hit him below 90 HP, and then it's half of his max HP. So we could play a Man of the Dishes, get a little bit of attention every once in a while. Turbo Granny. Honestly, I don't think we need either of them. I'll just take the little green man. And please, dude, give me another Cold Orb. I need the 7th Cold Orb. We're super close to the final rest side. Oh, I cannot play this. I'm just Stardust Reverie-ing here. Decent. Shuffle 5 random cards into your draw pile. Each of them has a 30% chance of being upgraded. Draw 3 cards. Ooh. Unstable Bomb. Ooh. Because of the charge up, I see. Sure. It's damage. Binary Stars, that's a fun card. Sadly, we didn't draw it yet, but the battle still goes on for a little bit. I can as well. Yeah, this poor sword is not going to attack us. Yes, yes, yes! Wait, let's get the charge up. 62 damage. Binary Stars, it's such a fun card. Since you get Black Flare Star and White Dwarf. Black Flare Star can only be played when you have 4 or more cards in your hand. Exhaust. Discard any number of cards from your hand and gain 6 block for each. White Dwarf can only be played if you have 4 cards or less in your hand. Exhaust. Deal 3 times the size of a discard pile damage. Add 2 burns to your hand. So what I tend to do is just be careful not to kill him now. Have both of them active at the same time. White Dwarf, play White Dwarf, which adds 2 burns to my hand, and discard them with Black Flare Star. Unfortunately, that's not necessary this time around. I have so many potions. Another Charge Up Spray. That one is actually pretty decent. With how often we're using Charge Up. With Energy Flow too, it would be even more common, but we kind of have to decide, and I'd rather have a second Charge Up Spray than 1 Energy Flow. And Mana Convection, exhaust up to 3 cards. Gain 1 energy for each card exhausted. And exhaust. I don't think we have a problem with energy. It will retain until the next turn if we don't use it, so that's not a problem. But our biggest quote-unquote problem is turn 1, where we have too many cards to play. From then on, we have enough mana usually. So just take the Charge Up Spray. And I could get rid of these 2 potions for a Wide Weak potion. I don't think it's necessary though. And god dang it, we didn't get another Cold Orb. You're the last chance, dude. What do you do? Damage? Sure. Stop landing on the defend, please. I definitely overblocked. Sure, let's Milky Way into... I really want to play Collection Quirk doubled, because that's most likely going to kill. Oh wait, I shoot the moon too. Say no to the stabs. Unfortunate, we didn't get the last Cold Orb. We got the 6th Cold Orb so early, but the 7th one just never wants to appear. And we must rest. There is no skip resting button. Oh well, the dental plate will become active sooner or later again, and if it doesn't, all the better. Anyway, this is the first time we're having the spell card rules here. Also, the Mystery Dungeon mod, they updated some of the cards, the card art recently. It's looking a lot better now. And I think they updated some of the text, or the card effects too, so I want to give it another look. Probably on stream though, at that point. So, do we want more money on the dental plate to be active again? Probably not. Slit-mouth woman, decent, I guess. Doppelganger. We don't have Chemical X, and I'd rather not spend my entire turn doing nothing. I mean, this could be the last card I play, but... And it has Retain. Sure. Playing cards double is fun. Anyway, so, spell card rules. So first and foremost, Remelia here is our friend. She's gonna block us from all the damage that Flandre is going to do. Which, incidentally, yeah, they have two different art styles entirely. You're supposed to be sisters, you're supposed to be looking similar, not one chibi, one not so chibi. Yeah, so Remelia will tank some damage for us if she's in between Flandre and us. And we can move up and down some lanes, depending on what type of cards we play. For any skill, we will move up one lane, and for any attack, we will move down a lane. So we want our turn at the bottom, so that Remelia will tank the 32 damage for us. Or we can say we have enough block, which, not really, in which case we could just say we're tanking the damage for Remelia. So, millisecond pulsars. Go up a lane, unfortunately it hit the defend again! You're gonna get sacked next time I get to a merchant. Do we wanna... Yeah, sure, might as well play it, I'm getting all the way down anyway. Asteroid Belt for next turn. Double Spark, Spark Plus, and Shoot the Moon. Which sadly doesn't do anything, since Flandre is a boss. But so be it. If Remelia dies, she won't say anything at the end of combat and then leave, and that's about it. So yeah, nothing changes really. It's just she doesn't. She won't be our tank anymore. Ooh, 60. Oh right. Anytime Flandre hits the same target, her damage is increased by 50%. So now we do definitely want to end our turn at the top. Which, you're a curse, you're not gonna move us at all. So she's currently still hitting Remelia. We have only one more block or skill card. Ooh. We have Doppelganger. I can end on Doppelganger. So that's fine then. So we can play all of our cards. Master Spark. Milky Way into Event Horizon? Sure. And then Doppelganger so that... I want both those cards. Yeah, so that Flandre will now attack us, which is now indicated by this purple tint. And now we want to move all the way down again, so that... I didn't consider this. But hey, for the next 198 turns, she's only going to deal 25% of the damage. Oops. But hey, Charge Up Spray is gonna play twice and is active. Luminous Strike sounds nice. We can grab a card because we played an Amplify card, which might as well grab Ground Cross. Hit you again. I could defend Simple Spark for double damage on the Deep Ecological Ball. Or I could just Stardust Reverie after I play... I think I'm gonna Stardust Reverie. I wanted an attack. Actually... It plays an attack, so in theory I should be moving down. Nice! It actually worked. Okay, Flandra's buffing this turn, so it doesn't matter where I move. However, I do definitely want to get up to 6 charge up before the collection quirk. Play the asteroid belt, why not? Actually, it's really good for me to play it. And... die by the hand of my relic! Technically speaking, Marisa is riding on an anchor here. And there's a shark here, so... Marisa... oh god. Don't Totsugeki me, no, don't do the Totsugeki! Marisa's me confirmed. And because we have collected all the 3 keys, we now get to move to the final act, the ending. Which, this rest site's useless. Sadly didn't get a shovel or anything, despite having this many relics. Oh. Hey, Kokoromod! 2 of your relics just appear? Why? Oh no. Oh god, is this working? So focus mode is a little bit unstable. So in theory it should work with collection quirk and triple its damage. And I want to say I tested it before. Like I tested it with cards that will deal random damage before, or damage to random enemies. So it should work. Yeah, for what it does for those people who haven't seen my stream months ago or haven't played the No Dancer itself. Attacks that deal damage to all enemies. Damage the enemy for with the least HP for 300% damage instead. If the target dies, excess damage gets transferred to the next enemy with the least HP. So yeah, and the full power relic here deals splash damage, but there's only 1 battle remaining that has more than 1 enemy, so it's entirely useless. So yeah, focus mode. Here with the Shroom Broom, exhaust a card. The effect of this potion depends on the type of card exhausted, and unfortunately the details are kind of cut off. Yeah, let's get rid of this defend, like I said, because it keeps eating the madness. Alright, 4 gold left. Sadly, I don't have the Hubris mod installed, otherwise I would definitely steal this Merchant's Rug here. But so be it. I love the Hubris mod because of that one fact alone. It's always these 3, huh? Harp isn't really that good here. Slit-mouthed Woman. I don't have anything that pops the artifact here right away, so it's just got... Split-mouthed Woman will probably do that. And Teke Teke, it's 30 damage, but it's also only 30 damage for 3. It attacks all enemies. Oh no. Perfect. More perfect would have been for Teke Teke to be hit, but... Yep, focus mode is still very much broken. Oh yeah, thanks. Jump King was... Why are you back in the deck? You aren't supposed to be shuffled back into the deck, are you? Whenever you beat an enemy below average, increase the damage by 10 and reduce its cost by... Huh? Oh wait, no, oh right, I amplified. That's why you're back. Okay, never mind. Yeah. I'm taking a bit of damage. I don't care too much. Good lord, what is this run? Whetstone, hey! We finally can upgrade some cards. Do I want to upgrade Alice's gift, though? I don't need to take it, but do I want to upgrade it? What other attacks do we have? We have... Collection Quirk, Double Spark, a Luminous Strike, and Master Spark, and Shoot the Moon, and Simple Spark. Ugh. I really wanted it to hit either Collection Quirk or Luminous Strike. Preferably both, but there's so many other cards here. And I wouldn't be sad if Alice's Gift were to be hit by it, so I'll take it. Ah, none of the 3 got upgraded. Oh well, still decent. I will definitely not take Apocalypse. Will I take Spontaneous Human Combustion? Let's do this. I will so kill myself with this, but I have to. Okay, let's... Oh, right, Tungsten Rod, we're not taking any damage, so I want to play Asteroid Belt as late as possible. Speaking of, I want to get you out of the hand, I think. So I have a better chance of actually hitting one of the cards that I wanted. Okay, that's decent. I wanted to definitely hit Charge Up Spray, but the free Asteroid Belt is good too. I don't want to triplicate anything yet, do I? I mean, that's free, I always play that. I could just drink the Plated Armor Potion here, no reason not to. $100 and 220, what? 30 times 6 was it, wasn't it? Well, it was a ton of damage. And definitely did get stopped by the Heartbreak. Asteroid Belt. Alright, 11 block for the next turn. We didn't take any damage this turn. Do the Komaino 2 status cards were removed? Nice! Unfortunately, we are affected by all the status ailments. I think I want to Milky Way for Alice's Gift here. Ooh, or do I want to Charge Up Spray my... That is, yeah, 75 damage compared to 33 damage, but getting an energy and drawing a card. It's 75 damage. I'm not getting a whole lot better off of Charge Up Spray. Probably. And if I just play the Asteroid Belt here, I'm definitely not taking any damage. Might as well. What do we get? Ooh, more card draw. Assuming I had the energy, but maybe we'll redraw into it. Oh right, I completely forgot about the plated armor. I need some indicator for that or something. Play the Parasite, why not? I say why not, but there might be a reason to. Double Alice's Gift. The Ecological Bomb, decent. Ground Cross. We're taking a little bit of damage this turn, but that's fine. We still have more than half HP after we get hit by it. And half HP is kind of where we want to be at. Yeah, sure, let's make you vulnerable and weak. And charge up. Oh god, Marisa. And we're still not taking any damage from this spontaneous human combustion. Marisa! What was this run? Normally you're not this broken, I swear. Sadly, yeah, no beating the heart cutscene because Marisa did come out before the heart was introduced into this game. She's that old. We got so much money from taking half of our max HP damage. Alright. Before we head on to the next character though, let's see if we can find Pachuli's event. Which, yes, I will cheat my way there. I mean, this is in the end a showcase, even if it's not my own stuff. No ascensions. Why did the ascension get turned on all of a sudden? Greetings. Let's get max HP, I don't care. I'm just gonna... yeah, did some debugging every once in a while. And that's how I stumbled upon this, the debug mode. Where apparently everything's just a chest. Here with the boo-boo Forest of the Lost, but that's at Marisa specific, so I'm just gonna skip that. I want you to find these kind of things yourself, or maybe find them later on in other runs. Oh, that's unfortunate. Kill all. What's that? Oh. Yeah, I have the Yukari mod on. It might break things. Let's skip. Come on. Another Ente. Apogesnacht again. Come on, where's the... I probably should be picking up a couple of cards. Book Thief, there we go. Debug. False? There we go. Book Thief. You see that Mia Ling is asleep at her post. Once inside the manor, you can hear the sound of Sakia busying herself in the kitchen. How could you pass up such a perfect opportunity? You slip inside the mansion's library without a sound. Now, which book should you take today? Which grimoire of dark, forbidden sorcery? Which tome of crackling, electrifying magic would nab your attention this time? You can really tell which ones of these events are Marisa specific because they always reference the Toho characters by name. So yeah, you will always take a book, right? Which, I mean, I'm not going to do a full run. I hope I will actually beat Pachuli with the cards that I have. The book is locked with a complex magic seal. Getting it open will be a pain. But with such tight security, surely something worthwhile must be inside, right? Oh, it's you again. You spin around. Pachuli is standing there, observing you with an exasperated look. If you think I'm letting you have this book without a fight. She raises a hand, and elemental orbs of power answer her call. Well, I'm sure you know the drill by now. So we can either surrender the book, or we can, you know, be Marisa. Alright, in this battle here, I rarely ever see it because I haven't played Marisa in Gensokyo that many times, to be honest. I played Marisa before I even knew there was a Gensokyo mod, or before the Gensokyo mod even existed. So I've only fought Pachuli like 2 times or so. But her gimmick is that, depending on which orb is currently active, she has a different buff. With the elemental barrier of the fire orb, she can only take 10 damage a turn. Well, actually though, that damage is independent of the orb, but the orbs do something different each time. Like, each orb does something different, right? Yeah, the more orbs you kill, the more damage Pachuli can take. So I just want to hit her for a bit. Kill the fire orb, because I don't like fire, and all of a sudden, oh my, instead of a buff, Pachuli decides to attack and debuff us. How rude indeed. Oh no. 2 Frozens. Because Water and Ice are kind of linked, I guess. She intends to attack and buff. I don't really know what that buff actually does, but it can't be anything good. So we'd rather just have her not do it, but I don't think we're in a position to defend or to protect ourselves from that buff. This is indeed... oh, it's healing. Right, I forgot about that. Alright, the random card that I got from the event. Gain stars when the number of cards you drop on increase during your turn. Okay, so when I'm reshuffling my deck, I'm getting an energy. I'd rather not take any damage though. Uh, 660 CC will deal 12 damage. That's fine. We can prevent her from healing herself. However, she will now deal a ton of damage. You like to personally think that Reimu is secretly happy that Marisa introduces Kipachi while exercised and socialized. That's a good headcanon, yeah. Okay. Block and buff. I don't like when you're buffing yourself, but as soon as I kill that orb, you're gonna attack me again. So let's see what the buff is. I'm curious. Ooh, Wigger. Oh. And the Gensokyo Wigger, not the actual Wigger. Which we can deal 14 damage to you this turn, which is not enough. We can also just kill that orb, which is also kind of awkward because we're wasting a lot of damage. So we'll be taking 90 damage, I guess. This battle would be going a little bit better if I had actually put a couple of cards in my deck. And the metal orb has partially thrown an axe at you. No. And for our troubles, we get the Philosopher's Stone. At the start of your turn, exhaust a card and add a random card of the next rarity into your hand. Which is really fun. Just, oh yeah, the spark here. Simple spark. It's a basic card, so I think it either upgrades to uncommon or into a common card. I'm actually not sure on that. Let me test that out. A common card will turn into an uncommon card. An uncommon card will turn into a rare card. And a rare card, I think, stays at rare. Okay, let's see. What do you upgrade into? A common card. Okay. And oh no, it's yeah, she's gonna kill us. So we might as well just concede. And see Marisa's defeat pose. Right. But now that Marisa has slain the heart and then been defeated by Crow Paparazzi. Actually, that's a good point to just play as the paparazzi now, huh? But I did want to play as Reimu instead. Paparazzi, Reimu. Paparazzi, Reimu. Or Sakia? Or the other Sakia? No. Let's just have it be between... I'll stick with my original plan. Let's pick Reimu. Because I think Reimu was, in fact, the second Toho mod that I played, so I technically going in order just now. Which also reminds me, now that I've beaten an entire act, I maybe should grab something to drink. I don't remember what this second Sakia mod does personally. I'm pretty sure I've played it. I didn't look if I had an ascension marker there or not. But yeah, I don't really remember it. I do remember the first Sakia, but not the second one. Remove a card from our deck, max HP. Getting a curse for the ability to choose a rare card is really powerful. And losing the starting relic is forbidden, because this is a showcase, and showcases want to show off what the character's gimmick is. Imagine a Mima mod. I need to make a third mod, don't I? Mima is one of my favorite characters. But a Mima mod would be super fun, yeah. Anyway, what is the routing that we want to do? If we get a curse, we kind of want to hit up that shop here, which is super early, so that's fine. Then we get 3 good choices here, then choice between Gensokyo, Shop, or Elite. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. What curse did we get? Pain! Ow! Yeah, that shop definitely needs to be hit up super early. Pain is killing me. Literally. Anyway, for our rare cards, we have Dream Battle, Unplayable. Play a random card when this is drawn. Eh? Wild Exorcism Dance. From within the top 3 cards of your draw pile, play all attack cards and discard all non-attacks. And 5 when upgraded. So right now what it does is it plays strikes. Or nothing. And Sky Conquering Kick. Deal 6 damage 0 times. Increase the number of hits every time you gain 1 flight. Or more flight, I guess. Every time you gain flight this combat, with flight being one of Reimu's mechanics. This is a decent card. Definitely build around. I don't know if I wanted this early though. Pain is accurate to Reimu's daily life though. Yeah, depending on the manga at least. I guess in Ibarakazen, she definitely had a fun life. If we get a lot of flight cards, Sky Conquering Kick is definitely the way to go, otherwise Dream Battle is the safest option probably. I like build around cards though. So anyway, what Reimu's huge deal is, she does gain 1 flight at the start of each combat, with flight reducing the damage you receive from the next enemy by half. For each hit taken, you lose 1 flight though. But flight doesn't just end like during multi-hit attacks, so you're safe in that regard. As for our starting deck, we have 12 cards now instead of 10. We have 4 strikes, 4 defense, a duplex barrier, which gains us 5 block twice and gains 3 destruction faith, with faith being one of the main mechanics here. And after you play it, it transforms to the Maku barrier, which is the same thing except it damages and gives us mountain faith. And then we have floating, which draws 2 cards when we are in flight, and otherwise we gain a flight. How would Sakia fight as a boss? Ooh, that's a good question. Like as a boss character in Slay the Spire, what would her mechanics be? Probably something along the lines of the Time Meter, I would imagine. That she'd be using her abilities to stop time to interfere with your turn. Otherwise, what else does she have? She throws a lot of knives. She's fucking painful. There, that's enough. She's a Dio, kind of. Really? Come on, I just... I guess I don't have to play anything, huh? Still rude, though. Other things that Sakia does. I can't think anything right off the top of my head, but yeah, something time stop related is probably the safest bet. Actually, I could have just kicked this turn. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's also a possibility for a Sakia ability. There's... oh. Some good choices here, actually. But given some more time, I could probably come up with something else. Okay, for cards here, we have Permanent Border, Innate, gain 2 Thunderbolt Faith whenever you lose Flight. Gain 2 Wind Faith whenever you lose HP. With the Faith Okay, we can't see it anymore, but Faith is a power, not a power, a buff. Well, technically it is a power. And once you hit 10 of a specific type of Faith, you will awaken the corresponding god, with Thunderbolt Faith giving you the ability to counter, essentially, and with the Wind God giving you one flight at the start of each turn. So if we can lose enough HP, for example by keeping Pain in our deck, we could really easily force getting one flight every turn, but I'll get rid of Pain. Homing Amulet. Gain 4 block. When you lose all flight, return this card to your hand. Decent. And Fantasy Rift. Ethereal. This turn, whenever a card exhausts, add a copy of it into your discard pile. And it exhausts, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work on itself. I don't think I ever tested it. I think I'll take the Paramount Border. I like it. Although Homing Amulet is also pretty good, just free block. Fucking Pain! I have to play cards though. Although I guess I did get 2 Wind Faith, huh? Okay, we do have 3 Constricted here. Hermit or Forsaken mode classes. I have not. I'll... Hermit or Forsaken. Oh, the Hermit I should have, considering that the Hermit is one of the mods that I have installed. Forsaken, actually I might have. I don't recall. If I have, then I definitely don't remember it at the very least. Anyway, we will be taking 7 damage due to the 3 Constricted, so I might want to duplex barrier, or I can just say screw it and take the 4 damage. Or the remainder of the damage that I'll take off it. And I feel in this battle here I have to be a little bit quick, otherwise I'm getting too much constricted and just die. Speaking of dying, worst curse in the entire game, and I keep getting it off of the random Meow choice. I know it's confirmation bias, but still. Ooh. Here we have Love Prayer. Gain 2 Sun Faith, which, when fully evoked, the Sun God, Okami Amaterasu, will give us 1 energy at the start of our turn. And Love Prayer also adds a Romance Omikuji into our hand, which the Omikuji are cards that have 4 different states: Worst Luck, Poor Luck, Good Luck, and Great Luck, with Worst Luck doing absolutely nothing, and Great Luck being absolutely bonkers. There is a deck or an archetype where the Omikuji are fantastic, but unless I'm guaranteed to get that archetype, I don't really like taking the prayers. I get Worst Luck too often. Rain Dance Ceremony, draw 1 card, next turn gain an energy, exhaust. It's free energy on the next turn, so I like taking that, but I don't have anything better to go for. And Expanding Barrier, gain 2 Mountain Faith, gain 5 block. All Expanding Barriers grant 2 additional block this combat. It's a little slow for a setup. There are better block cards, so I'm going to go for the Rain Dance Ceremony, although I might regret not taking the block. Anyway. Be gone! Alright, what do we have here? Oh, Sky Orb. The first time we lose all flight, each combat game on flight. That one would have been good. Bind. There we go. That's the card that I was talking about, or one of the things. Whenever an Omikuji is created during combat, upgrade it. With upgraded Omikujis, gaining Retain and become the next better luck during the next turn, which makes the Omikuji a lot better. Sadly, we don't have the money for it because I needed to get rid of the pain. However, we have Dimensional Point Rift, which deals 3 damage, and if we are in flight, makes the enemy lose 8 strength this turn, and otherwise you gain a flight, which is pretty good for a flight build, which apparently I'm trying to get. Ooh. Do I think Reimu's outfit is based on the Tovania look? Maybe? She does give that kind of feel off. A celestial plight. You see a blue-haired girl lounging on a stone in front of you, lazing around without a care in the world. Out of the corner of your eye, you see the shadowy figure materialize behind her, wielding a menacing scythe that glinted darkly. The figure approaches the unsuspecting girl, raising their weapon high into the air. They intervene and lose 16 HP to obtain a special relic that revives us anytime we die the first time during combat, but then we have to fight Komachi. Or do we just take 100 gold? I'll take the gold. I'm sure I won't die. I mean, I still have a fairly high life total. Most of the damage came from the freaking pain. A red blur shoots past you, smacking the shadowy figure and sending them flying to the distance. The blur coalesces into a scarlet-clothed woman who proceeds to get into an argument with the girl. As the argument grows more heated, you see the girl stomp her foot and fly away, upon which the woman shakes her head and follows in pursuit. As you watch them leave, you notice many coins scattered about the area, dropped by the shadowy figure. You decide to collect the coins before moving on. Ooh, goods from the outside world. Oh, we don't have enough money for the good stuff. You find yourself before a quaint little store, one that has been clearly worn down throughout the ages. A customer. How unusual. The shopkeeper peers at you through the glasses. Well, I don't know what you're looking for, but I'm sure one of these artifacts from the outside world will suit your needs. Probably. I usually go for the best thing. Like, uncommon is usually better than common, and that little extra money, definitely worth it. Again! Yes! Grab the door! Oh, this run's gonna be broken again, isn't it? That one. Alright then. He packages the item and hands it over as you give him the payment. And that was my first sale in a very long time, actually. Feel free to come by again anytime. Yeah, usually Reimu is just free. Oh god, it is Reimu with us here. Usually she's just coming to a store to mooch off Sabo's tea or something. Same with Marisa, admittedly. That said, though, regarding Reimu's outfit, I feel like the creator was trying to go for a feel similar to the Marisa mod. But the Marisa mod also gives... not necessarily Tohobania vibe, but... I don't know, I'm not sure how to put it, but it has a different vibe to it. And I feel that Reimu character model tries to go for that same vibe. Alright, we can make permanent border here cheaper, we can make Rain Dance Ceremony, draw an additional card, we can make this here have enemies lose 11 strength, although for right now I'm probably just going to be using it to gain flight most of the time, and 3 more strength loss isn't that good. The 8 strength initially is insane already. So I think I'll just upgrade the permanent border. 0 cost is fantastic. Oh, I'm so sorry for your Cherno, but this is... I need an angry smiling face, I just realized. I don't have that. So let's just keep it smiling. Yeah, Reimu, Cherno, you're kinda gonna die, I feel. As long as I actually kill these fairies, which, where are my attacks? Where are my attacks? There we go. Yeah, that also kills. Yeah. Oh dear, I missed a couple of your messages. First and foremost, no. You're not hitting me for a billion, Cherno. And you're not hitting me at all, actually. Because somehow I have nothing but block. I could just throw the explosive potion if I wanted to. Maybe next turn. Yeah, the Japanese gods are not Gensokyo specific ones, yeah. They are just regular Japanese gods from ancient lore. I cannot kill you all because I'm weak now. I killed the wrong fairy, so I'm just floating. Now this deals 8 damage. I could kill Cherno, become frail and weak, or I could just say screw this, I'm out of here. Considering the Gremlin Horn, I might have just tried to go for it at least. Oh well. I could just kill Cherno and take next to no damage. Cherno is at -1 right now. She needs to be at 1 though, I think. So I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll hit you for 12 because I can, and forget to defend. Oops. I get too excited. Yeah, Celestial Plight is kind of odd, as it's not Komachi's job to kill a Celestial, yeah. Komachi's job is just, like, she's just a fairy woman, so yeah, she technically, it's not in her job description to hunt down any Celestials that, or other people like Hermits that try to extend their life past what they're supposed to have. But Komachi did state that she would love to do that kind of job in the future. If she ever got fired as a fairy woman. Which, if she ever did get fired of that job, she'd probably not be getting a job as a Reaper, but I mean, you can't always dream big. Oh, and we got the Gremlin, the Juicy Bracelet again, super early too. Wow. Actually, I don't think we got it last time. Last time we got the chest. Still pretty good. Colorful Path. Whenever you draw this card, increase the highest faith by 1 and gain 3 Vigor. With Vigor being the normal Vigor, where your next attack deals additional damage rather than the Gensokyo Vigor, which is weak but as a buff. Upgraded to Faith and 4 Vigor. Yin Yang Orb. Deal 8 damage. Damage dealt is increased by 8 for each unique debuff on the target. Which, Reimu does have a couple of debuffs, but we don't have any of them right now, so Yin Yang Orb is kind of useless. And 9 Syllable. Gain some block, draw 1 card for every 10 faith. Considering that I love going for Faith Bolts, I'm definitely grabbing this card here. Vacation are the ones that hunt Celestials, right? I'm not sure. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that, like, when it comes to terminology, I'm super awful. I cannot remember anything. Sky Kangaroo Kick upgrades to +2 for each flight, which it's a little bit early for that right now. But we don't really have anything that upgrades particularly well. Maybe 9 Syllable. For additional 3 block. It's not the best, but it's more block. This here actually gets some decent amount of damage, I guess. This here actually gets card positive. Sure, let's get card positive. Faded Rune, Reimu relic, nice. At the start of each combat, reduce the damage done by a random enemy by 50% until it is attacked. Interesting. I'll take it. If there are multiple enemies, I can just ignore that one. And we have another campsite, so I guess this time I'll go for more... I'll go for this. Okay. You deal half damage, so you'll probably deal 1 once my flight is popped, so I can just focus on attacking you. Play a block. Yeah, this guy does get some thorns, unfortunately, but it's not enough for me to worry about. You're dead. I can play defend, so I'm not taking any thorn damage. Why did you attack? Oh yeah, I attacked you, so that's why your attack went up. With 80 damage AoE, I missed that. Strongest using the actual strongest from the Ruida mod, aka Red Mist, hitting them all for 80 AoE. Oh god! That sounds insane. Oh hey! 18 damage. Nice. Ooh, Yin Yang Scattering. Whenever you gain a faith, gain one random faith that is not an event, and it becomes innate. So that's really good if you try to get as many gods active as possible. Love Prayer again, and Rain Dance Ceremony. I'll take the Yin Yang Scattering. One problem that I usually face when I'm playing as Reimu here is I have the bad habit of picking up far too many... That's not even worthwhile. Far too many power cards, and a lot of which have innate, so I tend to just take tons of damage early on during any given battle because I all I do is playing powers. Yeah. But Reimu just does have so many good powers, especially for the Kami build. And here is what, right, I never mentioned it, but when Bamiso transforms you into an animal, this is the animal that's supposed to be showing up. But for the Marisa mod, they decided to have a special interaction where Marisa turns into the crow, which is the animal that she transforms into during the fighting games when she's transformed by Bamiso. It's a really neat touch. Why don't I have any attack cards here outside of the one that I just played? Well, let's turn that block into an attack card. Okay, we couldn't pop it this time. So now we are being debuffed like against the actual regular Lagavulin. So annoying. Flight always happens, that's 9 block. And I guess I'll just tank the block, the damage. Yeah, most Gensokyo fights on attack turn 1, that's true. It's still pretty awkward, and that deals 20 damage now, which is awkward for you, Mamizo! But you gained Metallicize, which is pretty bad for me. Let's turn you into an attack and gain that faith. Sadly, we won't be getting enough faith before Mamizo is defeated. Yeah, that's 20 damage. That's... You're alive at 1, really? Man, okay, I guess I'll just defend then. I'll get 6 damage by next... 8 damage, 9 damage by next turn. 9 damage. That was closer than it should have been. Pink Potion. Choose a random Reimu card out of 3. It costs 0 this turn, so it's an attack potion, but for any Reimu card. Ooh, Evil Sealing Circle. Apply 3 weak and vulnerable. Pretty decent. Mountain Wind. Gain 1 flight. Put an attack from your discard pile into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Also pretty decent, especially since we want to be a flight build. We don't really have any good attack cards yet, though. That's a problem that I'm definitely gonna be experiencing when I'm fighting the boss. What was our boss? Oh no. I need some attack cards. And Sealing Needle. Deal 1 damage. If it deals unblocked damage, the enemy loses 2 strength. Repeat 2 times. It's not until the end of the turn it is 2 strength, so... up to 6 damage? That seems bonkers. Is it actually like just losing strength? I feel like it was a lot less... or a lot... like, rather underwhelming. Then again, I guess enemies don't necessarily always hit you for a billion of different attacks, but just for 1 big attack, and then it's kind of useless. Yeah, that must have been it. Personally, I prefer the Evil Sealing Circle here, or the Mountain Wind, which doesn't exhaust an upgrade. Mountain Wind is also rare, and the flight is really good, but Evil Sealing Circle... I almost have enough flight already with the 2 cards that give flight. The 3rd flight will be enough for the rest of the game, pretty much. And I think I need some extra damage, which the Vulnerable can provide. Ah, you're hitting me for less, so I want to attack the rabbit first. Sure, let's do that. Why is everything giving frail in this mod? Oh well, you don't deal any damage, so that's fine. Okay, let's gain flight. Hit you for regular strike damage, make you vulnerable. There we go. Pretty decent. What, yeah, that... I guess that is something that Kokoro could also say. Personally, when I, wrote her script for the mod, I wanted to go for a reference for the... what's it called again? For the urban legends. And one of the urban legends is the doppelganger, so I thought, yeah, that's fitting. That, and I could make a Sonic Adventure 2 reference. Yes, that might have been the bigger reason. Ooh. Okay, Colorful Path we already had, Fantasy Rift we also already seen, but Light Orb into Shade. Deal 5 damage to an enemy 2 times, upgraded 3 times, and gain 2 Destruction Faith. More Faith, and good for any, whenever we get some Strength gain. Which we haven't yet, and we apparently are not going to get anytime soon. However, we have found the Goddess of Misfortune. Which technically... isn't that... Shion Yorigami? Like, isn't Hina just a, like... Hina doll? Which technically, I guess she has to set into godhood, so... You find yourself trekking along the mountain path, along an arduous road that has seen the footfalls of many. Hello there. Further up the path, you see a girl with aquamarine hair approach. Her red dress swirling around as she spins towards you. Say, how would you like a doll to keep you safe from the misfortune? I've been trying to sell these, but no one's been buying them, so no, I'm giving them away. She holds out a doll towards you. This close, you can almost see the waves of negative energy emanating off her being. Black snakes that glared at you with a predator's gaze. If we accept, we become clumsy. However, we also get a Nagashi Bina doll, which, at the end of the turn, exhausts a random curse in our hand. So if we take that doll, we can take a lot of curses into our deck and only be affected by them a single time. Or we could say, screw curses, I'm not going to take it. Aww. The girl frowns, but soon perks back up. I'm sure the next one will say yes. Off we go now. The girl spins away, allowing you to finally breathe easy. This really can be fun for a couple of characters, or for a couple of strategies, but I'd rather not pick up any curses to begin with. Anyway, for upgrades, this here just adds 5 extra damage, so that's insanely good. Evil's Healing Circle gets 1 more weak and 1 more vulnerable, and I love just adding more weak and vulnerable, so I'm going to take that. To fight against the Maiden of Many Faces, the No Dancer herself, Hatana Kokoro, who I'm not going to spare just because I've made a mod for her. Die, Kokoro! You don't... you shouldn't be stealing people's emotions. You do belong with this world, I'm sorry. I just have the habit of quoting that. Yeah, for right now, Kokoro, at the beginning of the battle, she has the Fox Mask, which whenever we play a non-attack, shovels 1 daze into our deck, so it's essentially the Hex mechanic. except as a buff for Kokoro. However, after 3 turns, oh god, after 3 turns, she switches to the Spider Mask. The first time you play an attack each turn, put 1 infected wound into your hand, which is a 2-cost card. I mean, you're gonna see it in a second. 2-cost card with Ethereal and Exhaust. And while this is in your hand, take 3 damage whenever you play an attack, which... Duplex Barrier, are you considered an attack now? No. Good. Sometimes, because Duplex Barrier turns into Danmaku Barrier, sometimes it triggers attack things because it switches too early, but I guess Infected Wound is not being affected by it, so that's good. Nine syllable, strongest card because we have a lot of faith already. Let's float. We all float down here. Get an Infected Wound and only take 3 damage instead of, well, more. Oh nice, we have a free turn, except we're taking 3 damage, but that's absolutely okay. I don't mind taking 3 damage for dealing 12. I mean, we still have half of our HP, it's fine. However, what's not fine is that Kokoro has once again switched her masks to the Mask of Hope. Which, the icon displayed is not the Mask of Hope, but whatever. At the start of her turn, heals 10 HP upon receiving unblocked attack damage. Reduce the healing this turn by the amount of damage taken, down to 0, I believe. Either 0 or maybe there might be a minimum limit of 1. I don't recall correctly right now. Ah, we might need a better attack. We're not having any attack. I guess you're healing this turn, Kokoro. Also, if an enemy hits you for 0 damage, your flight is not getting eaten. That's pretty good. Anyway, no healing. Yeah, it stops at 1. I was recalling correctly after all. And she's switching to the Demon Mask. Whenever you play an attack, gain its strength. Eep. Yeah, this is kind of the point in time where we should be killing Kokoro, otherwise we're in a world of pain. Also, she has so much vulnerable and weak. Now, could you please stop making me frail? That's kind of rude, you know. Oh hey, we have Destruction Faith up. So, yep. We have awoken I don't know what Kami, which makes us deal 4 additional damage for any card played. Heh. I'm not flying. Now I am flying. Now, the burn is really the most annoying part about all of this. However, yeah, you're not gonna live for long, Kokoro. I rarely ever get to the Lion Mask phase. This is... I'm really lacking in attack strength. Until I have the Destruction Faith and then you're dead. Ha! That was the last mask as well, I believe. Otherwise she would have reverted back to the first mask. Anyway, we have some decent rare cards. We have Dream Battle. Again, we've seen that already at the beginning of the run. Authority. Gain 5 Sun Faith. If Amaterasu, the Sun God, is an event, gain a buffer. Upgrades to 0 cost. A lot of Reimu's cards upgrade to 0 cost, it's kind of bizarre. And Prayer Ceremony, which also upgrades to 0. Choose and add 1 Great Luck Omikuchi to your hand, which is either 21 attack damage for 0, 15 block for 0, draw 4 cards for 0, or gain 3 strength. Strength? Energy! I wish it was strength! Alright, for relics. Ectoplasm. Gain energy. You can no longer gain gold, which... Considering we're playing as Reimu, I feel like I have to. It's so in character! But having no gold is kind of bad. The Empty Cage. Upon pickup, remove 2 of our cards, which we could get rid of a strike and a defend. Wouldn't be the worst kind of thing. Or we can take the Crown of the Heavens. Whenever a Kami advance, deal 20 damage to all enemies. Which we're technically going that direction. So it's not a bad thing to grab. But I really want energy. And as you've seen, the first time that I managed to actually get a god to get into Advent was during a boss battle. And sure, it might be getting a bit more common from now on. But she's a poor shrine maiden, so... Alright, we're fighting against Aki again. Huh. Alright. Shops are kind of useless. We can only go to one of them. So if anything, I'd want to go to this Kappa shop because I can just buy a couple of cards that can generate relics and stuff for cheaper. Which means I'll probably be skipping this shop too. Or we could just go down this path here because lots of events, lots of rest sites. The Burning Elite, which I have to go to at some point. Yeah, I think I have to, huh? Although this here would be 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3 as well. But a campsite more instead of an elite. Sure, yeah, let's go for the Burning Elite. Unfortunately, I'm not that knowledgeable in the Burning Elites of Gensokyo, so this could go horribly. Ah, you take half damage because of the thing. Right. Or you deal half damage. Okay, we can get to the floating. Deal 12 damage now to the front one. Do I want to play the prayer ceremony already, or just the duplex barrier? You might be dealing 1 damage 3 times. Which that's 6, and you will be dealing 6 damage as well. For 12, which is a bit more than the duplex barrier can deal. I might as well play it now and just kill the front one. That way I'm taking 3 damage. Except I have the Gremlin Horn. No damage. Nice. Long live the Gremlin Horn! Even though we're not... we can't even see the Gremlin in this battle. Ooh. Oh, I didn't consider the sealed with random damage, huh? Oh well. It is what it is. In that case, I might as well just go for you immediately. Okay, we'll take 1 damage, that's absolutely fine. 1 damage is fantastic. Yeah, I don't know why sometimes the Aki boss battle just grabs the wrong characters. It seems entirely at random too. Wait, did it gain more vulnerable? What? Why did that happen? Huh. I mean, fine by me. Ah, you hit the wrong one. Unfortunate. Let's not take any damage. I think that's more important than making use of the vulnerable. Huh? Wait. Oh, is that just their effect that they have? Huh. Completely forgot about that. Speaking of effects... How about you... Oh, but I should have done that on the front one so my flying doesn't pop. Whoops. Then again, you should still be dealing no damage whatsoever. Okay, my Kami are almost an event, so that's good. In fact, one is an event. And now the battle's over. I should be making use of my potions, huh? Love Prayer, I still didn't get the bind, unfortunately. Intuition, Scry 5, gain to Moon Faith for 0. Decent, I suppose? But I don't think we're really a deck where we need to scry a whole lot, with how small it is. Like, we kind of need the strikes and defense to stay alive currently. We don't have that much going on yet. Meditation can only be played if every card in your hand has a skill. Gain an energy and 2 Moon Faith. Usually one attack just gets stuck in your hand, so meditation isn't playable. Alternatively, meditation is the last card in your hand, so the energy doesn't do a whole lot. So I don't really like it. Yeah, I think just skipping this. I could take the Love Prayer. If it was any other prayer, I might have taken it, especially the card draw prayer. But, I need Bind in order for that to work. What do I think of the Satori mod? Gosh. Actually, I can't even get through your Metallicize, so I might as well not attack you unless... Never mind, I can. The Satori mod. I honestly don't really recall what its gimmick was. I would have to play it again before I can give my opinion on it. We've been taking 2 damage if I just decide to go full offense, which... Oops. Well, that was useless. Alright, we have the Orichalcum. Hey, it's useful for once. Oops. Okay. I mean, I guess now it's good. Now I can just unleash my hand. All entirely intentional, I swear. And, man, you just don't want to die, do you? Joke's on you, though. Neither do I. Yeah, Reimu just has a ton of survivability due to all that flight. Speaking of Homing Amulet, we can finally take that. The great thing about Homing Amulet, too, is that when it says, return to this card to your hand, it doesn't care about its current position. It will also be filtered from your draw pile, which makes this card really good. Campaign, deal 13 damage, gain 3 Thunderbolt Faith. If the enemy intends to attack, deal double damage, which is pretty powerful, and we're kind of lacking in some good damage. Spiritual Outbreak, deal 8 damage to all enemies. This attack does not spend a vigor. This is an attack that, like, this is an AoE attack, which we're sorely missing. So I might want to take it. That said, in Gensokyo, I feel like multi-damage attacks aren't that necessary, since most elites come in once. So I might either take the Campaign or the Homing Amulet. One has synergy, the other one is something we're lacking, and technically also synergy because of the Thunderbolt Faith. I think we have enough survivability. I'm taking the Campaign for now. It's also an uncommon card compared to a common one, so we're more likely to run into the Homing Amulet again. At any rate, Detective Satori! Hey, you there. Turn around to see a grim-looking woman approach you. There's been a murder. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? You open your mouth. Yes, I know you think you don't know anything, but that's what everyone says. Well, I know I'm being rude, but the need for the results trumps courtesy right now, and yes, I am reading your mind in case you couldn't tell. You have a feeling this is going to be a very one-sided conversation. Pretty much. Anyway, your surface thoughts don't tell me much, so I'd like to go a bit deeper. Stir up some trauma. It's not as bad as it sounds. You might even learn something about yourself in the process. Or I could simply pay you for your trouble. So we could either take 6 damage to obtain a Nightmare. I do not like Nightmare at all. I just don't like the card. It costs 3 for crying out loud. You could be paid Lose 3 max HP, which honestly I would love to take lose 3 max HP for 250 gold. That's insane. That's way too good. Except we have, you know. So I'm sorry, Satori. Satori Holmes and Orin Watson. I have to refuse. The cautious sort, aren't you? I suppose I can't blame you. The woman peers at you closely, nodding to herself. I suppose what I've gotten from you is good enough. I still have several leads to investigate after all. The woman walks away, leaving you unable to get a word in edgewise. The funny thing about this event here is that I'm pretty sure the Gensokyo mod came out way before Cheating Detective Satori was announced. So Satori being the detective here is kind of funny. Satori digs up Reimu's memories, trauma. I'm poor. Yeah. Child of Miyare. I've seen someone like you before. The same someone came here asking the very same things as you. You had your doubts when this young girl claimed to be one of the most knowledgeable people in this land, but that single statement erased any misgivings you had. The heavy tome next to her didn't look like it was for show either. In fact, they were kind enough to let me make some records of them. Would you like to see them? We can tell! We can get a card from my Kokoro mod for the no dancer, which... Was the detective in that originally canon? I'm pretty sure, yeah, but, so... in worse order, we can get reinforced body, which, yeah, some extra block. Extra block is fine, I guess. Reinforced body is really good with Chemex, but not something that I generally take. Asteroid belt, really good. It's upgraded too. We gain, it's a really good dodging roll for 2 cost, admittedly, but we could also get original Mask of Hope, which, so... what it does for those who have read the card, whenever you gain a buff from a card you played, gain twice as many stacks. Faith. Yeah, Faith are buffs. This card is broken. I need to nerf it at some point. It needs to be 3 cost. And upgrade still, like, I need to do something about it. It's too good. But I love it being broken. That's my problem. That's the one card that I allow to be broken. The words of the page fascinate you. The handwriting is yours, but the words themselves spoke of events utterly foreign to you. You find the whole situation to be strange and unsettling. Why did you let me make some records for you too? I'm sure it will be helpful to whoever comes next. That wasn't a bad idea. After all, if what you just read is true, you would end up forgetting everything very soon. Which, oh god, I think the prayer ceremony is my best card to store here. It's just a lot of everything, a lot of choice, and high numbers for 1 cost or upgraded 0 cost even. So, yeah, and everything else is Reimu specific. So yeah, prayer ceremony. You recount your most noteworthy experiences, trying to be as detailed as you can despite your scattered memories. You may or may not have embellished a little to fill in the hazy gaps here and there. After all, no one can prove that you didn't take on 3 of those metallic crabs at once and come out without a scratch, right? Yeah, Mask of Hope is just good in pretty much any deck because, hey, speaking of, because everybody, like, any power this year is a buff. This card itself, like, it gets doubled. Like, Mask of Hope is essentially, Amplify as a power, and it just costs 1 more, which is why it's a bit too good. It has Ethereal, sure, but like, you're gonna play it as soon as you can, don't you? Like, it's good. The sound of music draws you to a stage at the center of the village, where a masked figure is leaping and twirling about in an elaborate dance. There are many others in the audience, each of them enthralled by the dancer's display. Hey, you there! You spot a vendor waving at you, his stall displaying several masks that look identical to the ones around the dancer. How would you like to bring a souvenir home with you? I assure you these masks are all of the highest quality. Unfortunately, since we cannot gain any gold, these masks have to be really... I mean... I'm gonna take a look at the lion mask, but I will take the Mask of Hope because it's funny. Whenever you play a skull, he'll do damage to a random enemy. Yeah, no, I'll take the Mask of Hope. You try on your freshly purchased mask, feeling it smoothly slide onto your face. The eye holes are a bit difficult to see through, but it should be enough to obscure your identity at least. So incidentally, why my Mask of Hope looks entirely different from this Mask of Hope here is from my sources, which admittedly it's been a while since I've looked it up. It said that the Mask of Hope, the original one, was supposed to be looking like a Buddha mask. So I decided to make it look like that, and they just went for the Ko'omoto mask. Which is a Ko'omoto mask, not a Mask of Hope, but eh. Anyway, right, we need to fight. Erasen with Regenerate, alright. Okay, every second card is going to be exhausted, which means we want to play power cards or cards that naturally exhaust. Prior Mikuji. Let's get... Yeah, career is always good. I could just kill that thing outright, or that thing. You only deal half damage, but you do give me debuffs, and I don't like debuffs. Bit of overkill, but who cares? You don't want to say it because you're afraid that I'll nerf the mask then? 38 damage, that's why campaign is so good. This card here exhausts anyway, so might as well play it now. If I play Original Mask of Hope now, I will take 12, actually only 6 damage because of the Orichalcum. What are my other options? Dealing damage? Hoping that thing here dies? That's too risky. And I'm one off. I could just play the pink potion, sure. Now I would love to get force landing, but I don't have any flight right now, unfortunately. So I don't have any damage from this, but... I mean, now I have the damage that I wanted. Although unfortunately, the next card will exhaust, so I'm sorry, Sky Conquering Kick. But I have to play the Mask of Hope now. Upgraded 4-cost Ethereal. I'm not going to lie, I did think about turning that to 4-cost, upgrade to 3-cost. But yeah, no, I didn't want to go that far. If anything, I would have made it innate, but innate 3-cost cards on upgrade are also kind of broken. Especially for such a good one. Like, I've played with a couple of ideas, but I decided originally, yeah, no, 2-cost is fine, and then I realized 2-cost is a bit bonkers, but like, the mod has been out for so long now, I don't want to fix anything that's fun. Let's put it that way. Like, yeah, my mod is supposed to be close in power level to the base characters, but that doesn't mean it has to be 100% the same power level. It can be a little bit more powerful every once in a while. Now, unfortunately, Raisin did not have Vulnerable on her. However, we just got the Thunderbolt Faith. Nice! Which means every time we're being attacked now, we'll be dealing damage back to the attacker. Alright, let's draw some cards. And that's game. We get the Emerald Key. Another Light Orb into Shade. If it was upgraded, I'd definitely take it. But since it isn't, I kind of want to get another 9-syllable, because that's better not upgraded, and I just hope that I find another Light Orb into Shade later on that is upgraded. Now, speaking of Shion earlier. Impoverished. A young girl approaches you, holding out a cracked stone bowl. Could you spare a coin, please? So we can either become cursed by all the words evil, which applies one vulnerable to all characters, but we gotta choose whether we want to play it or not. Or we can say, we only have 78 gold, that 78 gold is not going to do a whole lot anymore. Like, maybe it buys us 1 card removal, which, hey, this is an upgraded random card, like, it's about the same value. Yeah, let's do. I said about the same value, but it's a base card, that's kind of sad, though. Oh well. Gold flows from your pockets into an unceasing torrent, clattering into the bowl. They swiftly pile up, then just as swiftly they disappear into the nether. The girl looks down with sad eyes. It didn't work, but thank you for trying. She trudges away, becoming a pitiful figure in the distance. Poor Shion. Being the goddess of misfortune. She's affected by misfortune the most of all people, even Hina at the very least. Like, yeah, she has a lot of misfortune on her, but she's technically not affected by that misfortune. Let's make that 0 cost. 0 cost is good. Sundial. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. Or we can take the Sapphire Key right now. We're not really in any need of energy most of the turns, unless we need to play the original Mask of Hope. So I'll just take the Sapphire Key. We have to grab it at some point in time after all. This should be innate, yeah. God, if we got a bottled Tornado and put the Mask of Hope in there, then we have 3 powers to play turn 1. Let's play our powers first. Play you so we can make you... Ah, great! Crud, you had a buffer, or not buffer, an artifact. Oh well. I wanted to turn its damage down so our flight wouldn't pop from its attack. Greater Vertical Split is too strong or weak. 6 cost, 40 damage, single target. Target skips their turn. It is 6 cost, upgrades to 4 cost, and 50 damage. I feel the upgrade should only do one or the other, either cost down or damage up. With damage up being kind of negligible at, like, 40. Like, at that point, what's another 10 damage, really? Especially at 6 cost. The target skips their turn is really powerful. But that 6 cost or upgraded 5 cost still makes it so it's your only card that you can play at a turn, unless it's affected by Snecko Eye. So personally, I would not pick it into my deck. I think I'm gonna block here. I don't wanna take more damage that if I don't have to. But yeah, like skipping an enemy having to skip their turn is always super powerful, so you have to be very careful balancing around that. Okay, but we still have 4 temporary HP, so I don't actually need to block any further. And we can just... I said we can just... Screw it. One off. There. Ooh. Something Witted Consecration. I think it's probably quick Witted Consecration. At the end of a turn, gain 1 block for each kind of faith. With our deck, that means we're guaranteed 6 block. And with the Auricalicum, that means we get 12 block without having just play any block cards. Or 6 block alongside any block card that we play. Emergency Takeoff, gain a flight, gain a vulnerable, exhaust. We kind of want 1 more flight giving card at least, but this isn't it. This gets vulnerable. There's better ones. Dichromatic Lotus Butterfly. I love Eternity Lava and Diosa being depicted here. It's such a cute picture too. Gain 4 block twice, deal 5 damage twice. Really good if our Kami are in advent. Not so good otherwise. Like, it's decent otherwise. It's a bit of a worse dash, and I don't really like dash to begin with, but with any like strength and dexterity it becomes a bit better. But I want quick Witted Consecration because I'm getting rid of the Yukari mod. I'm pretty sure it's the Yukari mod that broke things. Although the Crash mod doesn't specifically state, like, it's a special event that breaks things, which, could mean anything at all. But I'm pretty sure it's the Yukari mod. It's somehow always the Yukari mod when things break, when I'm hearing about things. So Yukari, be gone. And I will disable every single mod until outside of the Reimu mod, until I get the skill run working again. I have the patience. And now some time to drink. Alright. Okay, it's working again. So, back on screen we go. Yeah, Better Knowing Skull from the Better Skull mod, excellent. One of the many mods I still have active. And it's pretty much just the Knowing Skull event, but instead of forcing you into losing some HP, even if you want to leave, you can instead just say, nah, I'd rather not, and leave. Heal a bit even. Or you can say, I am greed. Which I am. I like common relics. God damn it, not you though. Yeah, what you can do here is riches, gain some gold, same as in the main mod. But you can also upgrade a random card, gain a random common relic, and anytime you take one of these choices, they get more expensive by 1. So I've taken 1 more common relic, I think. How close am I to yeah, I'm almost at the boss and I should be fine, I think. It's a little risky, admittedly. 1 more Cantard. Nice, oddly smooth stone. Perfect. And how do I leave? Behind me, mortal. And that is useless. But I want to buy. I want to break this useless relic. Dang it, more back. Or dang it, ectoplasm. Depending on how you look at it. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, this guy. Well, we got a dexterity, so duplex barrier is now better, among other things. Anyway, let's play our powers. Oh, nice. Oh, not so nice. Right. We can have exactly 9 block. We don't even need that much. Okay, how does the math work here? This is scary. I mean, my damage doesn't matter at all, so let us just play the original Mask of Hope, Quick-Witted Consecration, which should give me 8 block now at the end of the turn. This gives me 8 block, so he should be dealing less than 16 damage. In fact, he should be dealing 8? Oh, I guess I can't math. He's not attacking, so campaign is not as good, but I'll be getting a lot of faith. I think I just want to take damage. Not take, but deal damage is what I mean. Deal damage. 6. That's the most I can get from a mana. Oh no, oh yeah. I didn't even need to play the block card last turn because of Recalcum, huh? Recalcum's usually such a useless card, but relic, I mean, but sometimes it's surprisingly good. Anytime you have additional block gain. That said, I'm always still terrified of, okay, do I actually still get enough block or not? But this time, yeah, this guy's dead. Distilled Chaos, nice, we managed to get our potions back up, and ooh. We have the Macamillionaire here. Lose 3 energy, lose 10 gold for each insufficient energy, deal 30 damage. So it's essentially a 3-cost card, but makes you lose 10 gold for each energy missing. Which is a nice mechanic for the ever-poor Shrine Maiden. And Homing Amulet is, yeah, just Homing Amulet, I'll take it finally. Been waiting for it for a while. And because I'm greedy as hell, I'm not going to heal. And instead just upgrade either the Homing Amulet or Campaign, probably Campaign. Or no. Light over the Shade, because that's 5 damage though compared to the 4 that can be upgraded to 8 when the enemy is attacking. That's also tempting. This one is easier to play though, and I like easy to play cards. Okay, Aki's back. Yeah, let's find out what kind of character you're going to spawn. No, she spawns Reimu. Nice. Okay, so we have to be careful balancing our cards. Thankfully, we have a 0-cost Homing Amulet that we probably do want to play, because I'm definitely playing this, then this. That's 13. She's gonna hit me for 10 or 11 alongside the 7, so 18 damage in total. So we do want to play 1 more, which means that Reimu is definitely gonna be being defensive in some way. Homing Amulet is back, and we are weak and vulnerable, except they're not attacking. Nice. Which means campaign is a bit worse. Let's regain our flight. Play the Jump King. Jump King kick. I mean, it's thematical for this channel. Prayer Mikuji is pretty good because it deals in both halves. It's a skill and an attack if I play the career. Then let's campaign a bit. And so that Aki will not kill me next turn, or my reflection, let's play the free skill. Okay, Original Mask of Hope. I can not get any flight, unfortunately. However, I'm always playing the Original Mask of Hope. And yeah, that just gives me a ton of buffs. A ton of block. Which is right now 10 block, which means I'll have 18 block. compared to the 7 plus 24 presumably damage, so I'm just throwing the wide weak potion right now to guarantee that I'm taking less damage. Not no damage, but less. Which makes things here a little bit scary, admittedly. But I should still be fine. I'm getting 2 flight. Which means I am fine not playing any block cards this turn. However, I do want to play 1 because I think that decreases the power, the potency of the Reflections next move. Okay, just 5 attack, that's fine. I don't even need to play any block cards if I don't want to. That said, I do want to play floating for the campaign here. Nice. Ah, but that only deals regular amounts of damage. In that case, we have played more skills than attacks, so we still do want to not play any skills. We do get 18 block from nothing. Oh, here, Lightning is back again, even though we didn't play the campaign, did we? Okay, 21 damage is coming in. I'm blocking 18 without playing any block card, but I might as well just play some block to keep the scale fairly balanced. Ah, now they're both attacking me. I mean, that's good for the campaign at least. Let's gain some flight. Would I survive this if I just play 36 damage on Aki? The question is, I'm not going to get more block by playing the defend. I might just play the Distilled Chaos. Then again, I have 20 life right now, technically speaking. I'll be getting 18 block, that's 5 plus 16, being around, assuming it's 16, not 17. Being 21 damage, so yeah, I should be fine. I will be taking a lot of damage next turn, though. Wait, what? Oh, I had 2 flight! Right, I had 2 flight, not 1. Okay, never mind. That was pretty good then. More flight, please. And I need to play an attack in order for her not to go haywire with blocking stuff. I might just kill my reflection by accident through all the the random attacks and the Thunderbolt Faith. Which incidentally, when do we get our Destruction Faith up? There we go. When it doesn't matter anymore. Nice. White Ancient Potion. Gain 3 artifact. Good against the heart. Not sure if I can keep it that long. Oh. I love this card. If I have Binding. It won't be worst luck, so that's decent. Clean Ceremony here, gain an artifact, add a Kagura Ceremony to your discard pile, which gains us 10 Vigor, and adds an Advent Ceremony to our discard pile, which lets us Advent a Kami of our choice. So it's kind of like the Alpha kind of setup. But I feel our deck is not made for this in mind. Well, kind of. Like, we just want to play Original Mask of Hope and get our faith that way. Sure, I'll take you. I like random Omikuji. Ooh, the Dented Plate again. Snecko. We have so many zero cost cards, Snecko would be breaking our deck. So no to Snecko. Yeah, sure, it does give us 2 additional cards, but starting confused, which means that all of our card cost is randomized between 0 and 3, is no, not good. Slaver's Collar during boss and elite combats, get an energy at the start of your turn. It's the safe option, but considering our life total, I think I can get away with a Dented Plate. Man, the Hermit's nice. Alright, Act 3 of Gensokyo, this time. Fight against the Princess of the Netherworld. Ooh, new boss. Wow, really? Okay. Either this path here, or this path. Depending on how much I need for upgrading. Both of them line up here, so I get to make the decision on the fly. Can't do anything with a shop here, but that's a lot of events, so I like it. And I might just take the path of, what's it, the multiple rest sites, so I can grab the missing key. You're hitting hard. Stop it. Actually, not even hitting that hard. I don't think I'm gonna play the homing amulet because that deactivates my recalcum, which gives me one more block. Sadly, I'll still take on 1 damage since I don't have quick-witted consecration up yet. But it's 1 damage. Like, what's 1 damage? Oh yeah, regarding, you've been thinking of some mechanics for Joan and Shion. What kind of mechanics do you have for, like, do you think up? I'm interested. Once you're back anyway. Or if you're back, rather. Otherwise you'll miss what I just asked. And aren't Shion and Tenshi good friends? Yeah, after the... not after, but after the event of the... Jesus, my thoughts, where are they? I'll take this, more flight. After, yeah, the game where Shion and Joan were introduced in, they realized that Tenshi's overflowing good luck is just absolutely negating any bad luck that she's experiencing, for the most part. She sometimes does get a bit of misfortune. But yeah, that's why the two just hit it off, because Shion is really, like, licking Tenshi's boots, which the very self-centered Tenshi does heavily appreciate. Anyway, we have the Dreamer event. Inside a dream, I laugh, and the world laughs with me. Inside a dream, I forget, and the world forgets with me. Inside a dream, I am the world. System out print line. Hello world! Give 1 card in your deck retain. Remain silent, give 2 cards in your deck ethereal. Remain silent, give 3 cards in your deck exhaust. So I could just have a strike and a defend become ethereal, for example. Then they're gone for good if I don't need to play them. Or I could make an important card like campaign here, become retain, so that I don't have to play it, or floating here. So I can say, okay, I need some flight right now, or okay, the enemy is attacking right now, so I can keep it for until the next turn. Or even Cards of Sanctity. If I have a bad turn, and just say, okay, you know what, I think I'm actually going to do that. Where did you go? There. The dream smiles at you. Hello, Reimu. Okay, where do they pull the Reimu string from? I doubt that they custom-made this for the Reimu mod. Because we are technically called the Shrine Maiden. Or is it just coincidence always saying hello Reimu, but I don't think it does. Inside a dream, the world dances around you, and you find yourself dancing around the world. Princess of the Moon, you find yourself in the bamboo forest again. And as you're trekking along, you come across a cabin in the woods. You peer in one of the windows and see a woman sitting on a couch. Being able to visit teacher every so often is quite nice. But I wonder why she decided to lecture us on the merits between using force and diplomacy. Is it not obvious diplomacy is the superior choice? I think everyone would be happier if wars were won with words rather than weapons. The woman pauses, biting into a peach. What do you think, stranger? Would you rather conquer others with words or weapons? You flinch from being addressed so suddenly, scrambling for a response. I think I want to get rid of 2 defense. I have a lot of good defense cards with 9-syllable, quick-witted consecration, homing amulet, and surprisingly, the Orichalcum. So I think they're worth less than the strikes here. Even though I agree, I would rather have battles be won with words than weapons, but Reimu doesn't. Reimu likes beating people up with a go-hey. You would agree with my sister, then? I should have expected as much from a denizen of this impure planet. The woman sighs, clearly disappointed by her choice. But the way of words involves respecting the words of others as well, so I suppose I'll leave you to enact your wanton violence. Space distorts around the woman, and with a brief flash of light she disappears. Well, that's useless, but might as well see if we get some interesting cards here. Airstrike would have been perfect for our build. Deal 8 damage, gain a wind faith, flight activate twice. I've been waiting for this card this entire run. Ascension kick 2, if you have flight, gain an energy and draw a card. Those would be broken with the mask because you'd be gaining 2 energy. Ceremony's Resonance, play all ceremony cards from your exhaust pile. So the Prayer Ceremony or the Kagura Ceremony line of cards. Dimensional Rift, and Permanent Border, we already have one. As for relics, here is a Remelia relic. Right click on it. To reach the boss immediately, can only be used once, cannot be used in combat. So it's the portal event that everyone skips because why would I ever want to go to the boss immediately? Rather than just gaining a couple more cards or some upgrades along the way. Okay, which event caused this crash? Which mod? Oh no. I have already disabled the Yukari mod! Okay, it says... EX patch. Great, that could be anything. And that's, everybody, why you should put your, like an identifier in your namespace or package in Java. So that people can say, oh, it crashed here at the patch, like, Kokoro mod dot something something something, so that everybody knows, it's the Kokoro mod that caused this crash, rather than just, oh yeah, patch is EX patch. Whose mod is this? Okay, I'm gonna disable every, like, I only wanted to show off all the mods that I had installed. And, but a lot of them I don't regularly play. So Remelia, you're gone, the Chase, you're gone, the Wild Card shouldn't be causing this, I've played that sometimes. The Servant should be fine, Librarian should be fine, the Model should be fine, Administrix should be fine, but I haven't played you in ages, so be gone. Sakia, I don't think we took anything off, so be gone. Koishi, be gone. Hermit, I need to keep because we got something from that. Flandre, be gone. Chen, be gone. Aya should be fine, but be gone. Astrologer should be gone. Homura should be gone. Both of those should be fine, I mean. But I haven't taken anything off you two, so be gone. I'm not chancing anything right now. In general, like, I wanted, or for future streams, I meant to only enable 2 mods. The ones that I intend to play each stream, and otherwise... yeah, otherwise have everything else disabled outside of the evergreen mods, like the better series of mods. We got another merchant. Alright. Oh, it's the same merchant still. Good. It's always the better knowing skull when the game resumes, huh? Well, I'm getting more relics. That's decent, I guess. The first time we get hit, we take damage, we draw 3 cards. Ooh, 2 upgrades. Which, this thing here? I don't know what it upgrades. Even before the upgrade, it already said upgraded Omikuji. Maybe that was only like a printing error. I'm not sure. We are not below half HP. We could upgrade the random card, but screw that. Wide potion belt, and I'm going to regret getting hit for that much. Do I want to upgrade you? I've gotten a couple more flight cards now. Sure. It's Marisa, huh? Every 8 cards. Right now she deals no damage whatsoever. But as soon as I hit her once, that's going to change. I could just do nothing at all right now. Skip the turn. I feel like that's a waste though, but then again, we barely do anything right now. Yeah. Damn, I couldn't handle your Reimu, huh? Guess it's my turn now, wait a minute. Original Mask of Hope. Into sending Marisa's strength into oblivion. Oh wow, you did actually manage to get 2 damage right now, huh? That's unfortunate. Okay, now we have to be a little bit more concerned though, because 22 damage is nothing to sneeze at, and we are frail. Okay, so we want to gain flight again. Defend duplex barrier. I guess we could have defended and homing amuleted, but you still retain. That's fantastic. Marisa hitting herself. This is this deck all of a sudden, like Thunderbolt Faith, pretty much guaranteed to the Mask of Hope. The Bronze Scales, giving Thorns. Oh, this is silly. Do I want to play a God of Sanctity now? Yeah, strikes aren't that worthwhile. Retain for energy. Retain, draw 2 cards. Yeah. I can just do nothing and Marisa will kill herself sooner or later. Wait, why do you upgrade? I don't have bind? Interesting. Maybe that's what the upgrade does of the... oh, it's the deck actually. Of the God of Sanctity. Oh no, that's what them being upgraded does. Right. My bad. Bind does upgrade them on like spawning. Wait a minute. There we go. Nunchaku! Some energy gain. Decent, decent. Another homing amulet, that's decent as well, because it does get fetched out of your draw pile. Idle Violation Barrier, whenever you apply a debuff on an enemy, apply 2 stacks of an additional random debuff. I don't think we have enough debuffs for that. Exercising Border, exhaust card, gain Flame Faith equal to double its cost. Doubled because of Mask of Hope. Deal damage equal to Flame Faith to all enemies. I still don't think I have any cards that I would want to get rid of. Like most of the stuff here, like only the strikes and the defense maybe. So we'd be getting 2 for Flame Faith, which isn't enough. Anyway, it's finally time to upgrade Campaign, I think. Get that little bit of extra damage in there. And a Lantern. Oh wow. Now our turn 1 is actually pretty good. Against you. Oh god, against Yuko. I might actually want to heal at some point. Yeah, let's do it right now. Now we have a bit too much for the dented plate. But Yuko will want me to not be at absolutely no HP whatsoever. And you'll see it in a bit. Okay, you are attacking, so I can deal double damage to you. Might as well. Send you out of the air with a strike. And speaking of dealing damage, sounds good with everything still. Like, you're not doing anything. Why should I care? Okay, that's... Strike on you. I can float and then... Oh, never mind. No need. Oh. Still no need. I could draw some cards, but eh. Yeah, you don't always need to play your powers. When you know exactly this battle here is going to end soon enough, even without playing the power, then why bother? See? Finally, airstrike. Nice. 11 damage is being played twice when you are flying, and gives Wind Faith, which allows us to get flying even more often. You're fighting up ahead, and you arrive to see two figures in the sky, duking it out with both blade and bullet. Perhaps you could learn something if you stay to observe the outcome. Obtain 5-cost card. Oh, that's the card you talked about earlier. Yeah. 5 cost, deal 39 damage, apply and stun. At 5 cost though, yeah, it has retain. But it's 5 cost, that's my entire turn. And Private Square, take an extra turn after this one, end your turn. Add a copy of this card that costs 2 more to your hand. If any enemy takes damage while this card is in your hand, exhausted. So essentially you can just have a couple of extra setup turns, but you're not allowed to deal any damage. You can play like Evil Sitting Circle, all of your power cards and such. Card of Sanctity. But as soon as you attack, it's over, which... it's kind of free, in a way. Like, you can play this as your last card in the turn, and then you just have another turn. Like, yeah, why not? Alright, because I get a Pride. What does Pride do? At the end of the turn, put a copy of this card to, on top of your draw pile. Oops. Maybe not quite so. No, not quite so free after all. Also, yes, it is the beta art. Also, I can just play it, and then it's gone. I think. Or actually, no, I think if you play it, then it puts it on top. Never mind. If I don't play it, though, because it doesn't have Ethereal, it will just go to my discard pile, and who cares at that point. I do care about it being an 8, though. Yeah, this is how Pride is supposed to look, but, I mean, come on. You observe the Maiden Blue, taking note of the great agility and dexterity she displayed in awaiting her opponent's strikes. Yet you could spot a hint of arrogance in her movement, a stubborn pride that prevented her from being truly serious in this fight. God damn it, Sakia! Ooh, the graveyard is chilling, both figuratively and literally. Perhaps sulking around at the dead of night in a place like this wasn't such a great idea after all. You pause as you notice a tombstone with blood splattered over it. You feel drawn to it, eyes riveting on that blood-soaked marble. Perhaps if you offered blood to it, you would be granted great power? Lose 9 HP. It makes it so that one cost in your deck can be played for HP loss instead of energy if you are lacking that. I could make that for the original Mask of Hope. I will be losing 9 HP, which I can make work. Yeah, Mask of Hope. It's too important of a card. Your blood seeps into the stone, and you hear a ghostly whisper in your ears. Another one in search of my guidance? Tonight sure has been busy for me. The spirit grins at you, dark and sinister. But if it's power you want, it's power you'll get. She waves a hand, and you feel your blood boil and awaken. Okay, I am not getting any Fate this turn, so I'll play this. Pride, let's see. Oh no! Okay, so I do want to play Pride. Good to know. I'm flying, now I can airstrike twice. Make you deal less damage, and I could float for cards that I cannot play this turn anyway. Okay, Mask, Campaign you. Yeah, I didn't need the private square this turn, I had 6 energy. Do this. I could just kill this guy here. Actually, did I? That's only 1, so I'll be getting 5 right now. But I have a chance of getting a block card, or I could just get a block card and not risk taking 20-ish damage. Yeah, I would have gotten another strike. Which, hey, I mean, still dead. Also, I think I misread the power icon. I think, oh, since I just threw a quick witted consecration at the end of the battle, oops. Yeah, another airstrike is fantastic. I want that. And I need to recall. Now against the Princess of the Netherworld, Yuiko Sagioji. Her gimmick is that you don't have max HP. Your current HP is your max HP, so the Deaded Plate... yeah, kind of inactive. Also, okay, that doesn't say anything, but these spirits here, whenever you defeat one, another one will become active at the start of the next turn, and they will drain your max HP or your current HP through block and stuff. I feel like I'm going to take some damage against Yuko right now. Is that fine? I mean, I do have Orichalcum, so I'm taking 1 damage, which gives me 10 temp HP. Why did it go down to 9? I don't know. But yeah, I got temp HP and, you know, tons of cards. So being hit by 1 is actually pretty decent. However, I do want to fly now. I can campaign... No, that shouldn't be... I mean, it is. That's a curse, though. That's not an attack. So I doubt that campaign actually does anything. This does something, though. 12 damage, in fact, which I don't quite have enough damage otherwise. So that's 15 damage. That's enough to kill you. Yeah, sadly, I didn't bring any multi-target attacks. Let's draw a card. Or 2. Okay, that's 8 damage twice, that's a bit much. That's 6 damage twice, also a bit much, but you know what. Okay, so campaign seems like it should have worked on them because now it stopped being... having the yellow border. Interesting. I am flight. Okay, I could have also decided to just continue attacking those guys, but Yuko, once all these spirits are gone, is going to go into murder crazy mode, so I want to be hurrying up a little bit. Also these. Ugh. Nice, nice. And we do have some energy gain here. I could be playing the Romance Omikuji and nothing else. So I might as well just play the small one and play a private square. That was super risky though. I could have not gotten any of the Romance Omikuji, but somehow I always end up with more of them than I need. Okay, that's pretty good. Now that one's gone. I got a butterfly. Ugh, lose some max HP, but what can I do? I can draw some cards, is what I can do. Really? I can knock, say, Gyoji Yuko for 37 damage, and... I might have to throw some potions. Yeah, let's do that. Good, airstrike. Nice. And that's just more energy gain. I guess it could become useful at some point. Okay, now that I know that you... Oh, I kind of want to kill Yuko though. Let's gain 3 energy so we can spend that energy on more cards, which I can then spend on hitting more targets. That's decent, I guess. Mostly just block though, and Yuko doesn't really do a whole lot with block. Or that requires block. Did I already... There's so many powers. Yeah, I already played Quick Rated Consecration, and I have 2 stacks of it. Yeah, so I don't need to play any of these block save Obikujis, unfortunately. I could kill this thing. So much block. Yeah, let's kill that. Ooh, gain Sky Conquering Kick, which deals 12 damage 5 times. 18 with weak on. Okay, that was a pretty good turn after all. And I could play this, but I'm worried about drawing over my Airstrike or any of the other good cards. So I'm not going to draw anything. And I just set my turn. Airstrike! Nice. That went a lot better than I was afraid would happen. Barely got any points, unfortunately, but eh. Who cares about points anyway, especially considering that I had 0 gold. For the most part. Speaking of, how do you upgrade? 0 cost. I don't think the cost was the problem with this card. The problem is, like, if it was innate, then it would be insane. We're missing on the Insatiable Unusa, which we already saw at some point. Tentacle Pod, we'd already seen that it exists, but couldn't make use of it. Safety Prayer, another prayer card, this time giving block. Love Prayer again. Ooh, Yin Yang Assault. Wait, what? Yin Yang Asukai. Gain 2 flight. Deal damage equal to 4 times your flight. That would be insanely good in our deck. We have the energy to play it, and more importantly, we have the flight to play it. Speaking of stuff to play, thanks Flight for giving us some of that. Oh right, our Faded Rune Pop to Disguise artifact, which, yeah, might as well. I'm getting 4 block. That guy's attack will be a bit higher, but I think I'm fine taking a bit of damage. So I'll just go for the career Omikuji and go killing. Yeah, that's 6 damage. That's blocked by our good temp HP. I don't have a way to gain flight just yet. No, unfortunate. I can't let this opportunity get away either. I think I'm gonna play this card. Ugh. I was hoping I'd be getting one of my 2-dimensional point Rift. Okay, in that case, you are still a good card. You deal 7 damage, you deal 12 damage. Well, you deal technically 10 damage, whereas you can deal less by hitting the left guy. I could also just gain more block. That's probably the right choice, actually. Yeah. Okay, Original Mask of Hope. This thing. And I'm not risking getting energy this time around. I guess in that case, or that would have been a reason to make Private Square cost 0 initially. Anyway, can I just kill you this turn? That would be fantastic. But I don't think I have enough. I do have enough strength. Nice! Now we turn around on our own, because we're not being backstabbed anymore. And I can... That's 2 more block. We're gaining 10 block off of the faith. 6 of this, so I'd be technically taking 1 damage. Oh. Or I could just take no damage at all. That's always good. Alright. Weaken vulnerable. And now we can just go all out. By go all out, I mean play this, I guess. It's always Sun or Roman Sobikuji. Oh well. There's worse things. I have a couple of card draw cards. By a couple, I mean floating. Currently I'm taking 4 damage, which is equal to no damage at all. 20! I'm not sure if burn triggers before the rest, it should after. Oh, before, after the Orichalcum, but before the quitted consecration. Interesting. Sure, more card draw. Oh! Last new relic! Reimu's bow. Whenever you lose flight, deal 4 damage to all enemies. Fantastic, and speed potion is... It exists, I guess. Rain Dance Ceremony I might not want to take, because the heart is our next boss. And Kishin Flame. Non-attack damage taken by all enemies is doubled. We don't have any of that, since we don't do not have... Actually we do. We have Thunderbolt Faith. Still no. But yeah, we don't have Constricted. Okay, we also do... Whenever you lose HP... Oh no, temp HP! You betrayed me! Yeah, okay. Dream's over. We could have gotten so much faith off the pings. But oh well, so be it. I'm gonna keep my prayer ceremony for now. In case the heart does something that needs it. Like a big attack that I don't have any block for or stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, I have 3 artifact. Have fun. They knew why they gave the artifact, the wide one, 3. Okay, that's only 20. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Oh, lovely. Sad we're only getting 1 time the bonus instead of 2 times. Since we played the quick-witted consecration before the Mask of Hope, but it's fine. Like we look at this heart here; it's doing nothing. And look at this cat sneaking onto my table. Okay, let's see what we get. Anything good? Ooh. That's the first time we saw Flame Faith. At the start of turn, deal 12 damage to all enemies. I guess that also would have been doubled? We don't need block, we don't need... I mean... I wanted to become a bit stronger first by being upgraded. Stop hitting yourself! So much damage. Private Square is unfortunately going to break. Sure, I'll take the damage, I don't care. Because now I'm playing 9 syllable. That's way too much, even still. God, I have so much energy, but can't really make use of it because my hand is so full. Sure, floating. Defend. God, I don't need any of this. I mean, this card is still good. It's still some good amount of damage. Yeah, I don't think I want the private square. I'm sorry. That's so much card draw. Nope. Jazzable. Stop hitting keys. Sure, let's draw these 3 cards here. I only care about this one here anyway. Wait, oh no. Oh no. So, the heart is a mechanic where if it has negative HP, it sets its HP back to 0. And then it removes all... and then the strength down thing is still there. So it gives the heart more strength again. I definitely just played myself. Let's see if I can kill the hearts next turn. Or rather, let's see if I cannot die here. Oh shit. It has artifact right now as well, so that's awkward. Not anymore. I can get block, but that's giving me some block, not enough to block everything, but I feel a Prayer Army Koji is going to be more important later on. What is this hand? What? Oh no. I will need to draw some cards. Good. No. No, it will do the same thing, except the exact same thing all over again. I'm not giving you another 11 strength. Actually, no, it won't have negative strength, so it's fine. That said, strikes are just more powerful as is. God, please don't use your multi-attack again. God dang it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Is good instinct enough, is the question. The problem is, it is weak already. Can't kill it this turn. With Flash of Steel, I'd be dealing 3 damage and drawing a card, which might be Dimensional Rift, but that's incredibly unlikely. Ooh. Oh wait, I get another 4 cards drawn, actually. It's 4 cards, so I can play it immediately. Or not. Where did I get that extra card from? Did I miscount? I mean, I must have. You're a card. Not the card that I wanted. I'm getting 15 block guaranteed. Actually, I should have drawn... Ah, crud. I was thinking of... I'm gonna use floating and... Oh no. That turn was heavily misplayed. And that just gives me energy, really? Come on, game. Well, I have duplex barrier at least. And another defend. Am I actually alive? I think I'm alive, despite everything. Barely, but I am alive. And you're a turn too late. Only 20 damage, huh? That's surprising. I mean, I'll take it. Not sure how it's only 20. I mean, I guess I have flying, but so what did I have before? Speaking of... That's damage. That is damage. How did I win this? Like, how did I win this? This... It hit me 12 times for plus 12 damage. That should not have won. What the heck? However, we have custom end screen. I love it. Nice. And once again, the heart has been beaten. And with that, I think it's good. It's a good time to end the stream. Not sure what I'll be doing next stream. Either more Spire or one of the plethora of games that I still have available for... Oh, I would definitely want to play that at some point. But yeah. I'll definitely play some more Slay the Spire mods, and hopefully I'll figure out which mods are the ones that break everything. So I can have them active in an isolated environment, maybe without Gensokyo. Maybe with, who knows. But anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time!